of the Krieg.
Why? Because they have one joke, or the fact that
basically.
the fact that like they get so much love and they still bitch and whine that they don't get enough.
You had 2 Imperial armor books dedicated to you guys. Stop.
No, it's not enough. I need my McDonald's hamburger on top of that. I need as much love as the Ultramarines get, says the Krieger.
Can the Exorcist get some of that love, please?
Can you revive Forge World?
Yeah, at least another book. Black Library, please.
Revive Forge World and maybe.
No. I don't even want custom models. I just at least want another book.
Would you like shoulder pads?
Honestly, you can make your own shoulder pads.
Well, yeah, because they're the Exorcist emblem's a skull with ram horns, right?
Yeah.
Made it. Hello, everybody. Come on in.
Yeah, it's just a skull with ram horns. It's easy to do.
I know that a lot of you have burning questions, and I can't promise that I won't get irritated, because I'm very tired today. I'm making this warning now. I am very tired. I have been working on Yarrick all day, and I'm trying out some new things in the video, because I remember seeing a creator that I watch bringing up that like you shouldn't like do the same thing over and over and over again. You should try to do other different things. And they're not like talking like go nuts, talk about different things. He's talking about like doing stuff with your videos, how you frame stuff.
Yeah.
Like, don't just do like the same static editing you've been doing. And I need to get more like effects and stuff. I know you didn't do it for me specifically, but thanks for the painting stream. I need something to keep my mind off the death of the game. I put a lot of my free time. Oh yeah, fucking
What happened?
Destiny 2's final update is coming out.
Oh yeah, that's because Bungie got fucked.
What did Bungie do?
They lost over $3 billion.
Well, yeah, because that's a mix of like relying on live service games and everything, right?
Yeah, and also because Marathon was a spectacular failure.
I thought Marathon was doing fine.
In comparison to the numbers they wanted, absolutely not.
Well, yeah, they shouldn't have been shooting for Destiny numbers. Because Marathon... When was the last time genuinely anyone heard of fucking Marathon?
The mid-2000s?
Not even
the
mid.
Last time.
Not even mid. Early.
Yeah, I think the last time there was rumors about another... Yeah, no, it would have been around the time Halo, Combat Evolved was going through its development, because a lot of people were thinking that was going to be another Marathon game.
Yep. And then Marathon goes quiet for years. And then Bungie brings back Marathon, but since Bungie is a company with very competent programmers and everything, but
and owned by Sony.
And currently
the nicest of companies.
Yeah, the fact they thought that Marathon was going to be like the next fucking Destiny or Halo, laughable as shit.
Oh, especially because they're now in legal trouble with Microsoft.
Because of some of the guns.
Yeah, because some of the guns are very similar to the ones they made for Halo. Thing is, they sold that copyright to Microsoft. They can't do that.
I haven't heard any updates on that lawsuit, but...
Oh, it's copyright lawsuits take years.
Yeah. And it's not that hard to settle out of court and just say we'll take it out or change the guns.
Yeah. We'll pay you some. We'll pay you a couple $1 million for the violation and delete them. It's usually how that goes.
Pretty much. But yeah, Destiny's coming to an end. And no, just because Bungie, just because a game doesn't make the numbers a company expects it to make doesn't mean it's a failure. It just means
No.
Like I've seen a lot of people say like, oh well, Destiny's like a fucking dead game, and I'm like, they're still doing fucking amazing.
Yeah.
Players wise.
But yeah, like they're essentially they put out their quarterly report for this year, for the first quarter, and I'm not going to go into it. It's complicated how that was calculated. They lost $3 billion. Yeah. But yeah, they lost a lot of money.
It's a mix of things they lost money on, and it's fucking Sony breathing down their throat and Sony investing in this and that. I don't get Microsoft. No one does. Microsoft's a cult by this point. The CEO of Microsoft's a fucking cult leader. It's insane.
And in this instance, I'm not blaming Sony for putting pressure on them over it, because they paid a lot of money to acquire Bungie. Like, they want a return on that. And the first game you make after buying them isn't doing great, yeah, I'm gonna be mad.
But it's a live service game, right?
Yep.
Well, they never do good on launch.
I don't even think Sony pressured them into it being a live service. I think that was Bungie's choice.
I wouldn't be surprised if Sony fucking pressured them into it, or like had some hand in pressuring them into it. But it's also Bungie, and I've done more than enough research on them.
Yeah. Again, like, I don't doubt that they put pressure on them. I just haven't heard anything about it.
There was still a core player group, even though there are so many videos basically saying Destiny is dead and here are 15 reasons. I will browbeat you with to prove you were a corporate shill all along for still loving it.
Do you know how long people have been saying Destiny's dead?
I've heard it since the fucking came out.
Yeah.
It's... At this point, when it comes to videos like that, who fucking cares, dude?
It's clickbait.
It's clickbait. And all the arguments are like straw man, fucking gish gallop. We like point out like 150 million things, but don't actually look into why those things were problems and if they were even dealt with, or if it was blown over. Like, highly... Not blown over. Exaggerated. It's just a whole lot of fucking noise from groups of people that get their kicks off watching like game developers struggle, I guess. And I don't know, I just find that bottom feeder pond scum content, if you catch my meaning.
Well, that, or they get, satisfaction and pleasure of causing drama.
Which is...
just as bad.
Yeah, like, I don't get it. When I criticize something, it's genuinely because it's bad, or the person that I'm criticizing is genuinely a piece of shit. I don't get it, dude. I guess, like, I'm at that age where, like, I don't know. I just want to do stuff that I like. I want to do stuff that's fun.
Yeah.
Like, I looked at Marathon. I'm like, Marathon? Oh, damn. Maybe this is a way for me to get into Marathon. And then I saw it's a live, and then AI, and then live service game, and I'm like, and passing on that.
I think, like, I don't think their AI usage is widespread throughout the game. I think they only use it for like some art and stuff. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
I just saw AI and decided I'm not buying it.
Yeah, I just pass.
There was one game that had AI that I actually was excited for until they fell down the rabbit hole. Essentially, what it was going to be was everything's voice acted, all the art was hand drawn. The only thing the AI was doing is, so you're a vampire trying to convince like the game AI that you're not a vampire and to let you into their house to kill them. And you would do that by actually talking into your microphone, and then they were using the generative AI to analyze your voice and then pull a voice recording from a voice actor that fit what you were saying, like your argument. That was kind of cool because the generative AI wasn't generating anything.
Oh, Peach, a book I recommend after the Plague War trilogy is either the Dawn of Fire series, or if you're looking for 30K, genuinely Constantine Valdor. It's a good prequel book.
What was the question?
What should they spend their July's Audible token on?
Yeah, Valdor's great.
Valdor is short.
It is short.
Yeah, it is.
It's a novella, so it is
short, sweet, to the point.
Also, it's not really about Valdor, if that makes sense.
Despite being named after him.
Yes.
It's a book that has him in it, and it's about an event that happens in the Imperium's past that involved him.
Yes.
And a little bit about the Unification War too, which I liked.
Yeah.
Yes. We get to see the tail end of the Unification War, which is fun.
I actually
because like it's not done yet. It's like still going on like during the course of the book. Like, it's not actually finished.
Speaking of older stuff, I had a conversation in Gremlin Maze server about blast templates.
Yay!
I love blast templates.
Yeah, the person in question. By the way, chat, like, this was not me getting upset with them or mad with them. I don't know if I came off wrong in the text. I get very worried when, like, I'm texting that I'm coming off hyper aggressive or mean.
I have the exact same anxieties.
But essentially, I was trying to explain, like, why doesn't 10th edition or, like, modern 40K have blast templates? What was the problems with them from, like, a gameplay standpoint? And, like, the pros and cons of having them, right? Mm-hmm. And I don't know if I came off properly.
What's kind of interesting is they brought them back, obviously, for Old World.
Yeah, Old World and Horus Heresy and Necromunda have them. Those are games of blast templates.
But, like, in Old World, they inherently nerfed them out of the gate. Like, they actually managed to downpower them, so they're impactful, but they're not, like, crippling anymore. And all they did that by increasing the size of the bases.
Yeah.
Models. So your less models are under the template. Like, it's...
I like that. I also like what Horus Heresy did, where it said the model has to be, like, majority under the template.
Oh, that's always a fun argument.
The majority to me is
They-
like
and
a majority to me is like if I had to like put it on a model, like this much of the model is covered with my like
it's more than half, right?
Yeah,
like,
it's more than
just
half.
like half or more, or technically more than half, but like I'll round up.
Because I really fucking hated the arguments where it's clear that my guy's not under the template, but my opponent's like, oh, but it's touching, and I'm like, shut the fuck up.
I mean, the rules did swing back and forth quite a lot between whether something had to be, like you say, like more than half under the template, like the whole, they went through the whole period of having like partial under the template was a thing, and then they just went to like if any part of your model is under the template, it's under the template, and then they went back to having like a combination of the two, and it would like each edition it would like swing back and forth.
Yeah, and I tried to explain, like, from a game design perspective, templates, although a fun narrative thing, slow the game down massively.
Oh yeah.
And
But you had less models. That was the thing.
Yeah, and
like
the point that I was trying to make is that it slows the game down, and sometimes it's not fun sitting there watching 6 Saturnine Terminators just absolutely decimate a squad of 20 Marines, and there's nothing you can do about it. Like that's not fun to watch.
What was also kind of interesting is in even as far back as 3rd edition, they brought out the I don't know if you even remember this one because I think it's before you were playing. Do you remember because they did it again and they called it Cities of Death, but the original one was called City Fight.
I remember Cities of Death from 5th edition.
Right. So the previous version of that was called City Fight, which is in 3rd edition. And it basically, because the terrain was supposed to be so dense that you wouldn't be able to physically get your templates in and whatnot, they just said, yeah, blast weapons function basically like they changed them to an 8th edition, and flamer weapons function like they did change them to an 8th edition. They were doing that in 3rd edition. Like, just having them do that.
Yeah, and chat, I want to make something clear to like the people that are like pro template. I'm not against templates. I play Horus Heresy. I like templates. I think they have their place, but at the same time, my brain's just like, when you see your opponent bring nothing but plasma cannons, and then you have to sit there for a good 30 minutes measuring out everything, trying to make sure like every model under the template counts every fucking time, and then you have to like roll for scatter, and if it scatters onto a different unit, it's a whole new order of operations. It's genuinely boring. And like some armies are going to bring more templates than others. Like White Scars will never bring as many templated weapons as like Iron Warriors will in their lifetime.
Yeah, but
boss. Also, like, the thing is,
it means we don't get to use the greatest template that was ever produced. This was technically a third-party one, but there was an official GW one as well.
The Apocalyptic template.
Put it in the. No. I put it in the VC chat.
Also, I think like a lot of people would watch like mini wargaming or the other battle reports and see how fast they were doing their blast template rolls and get the wrong assumption that that's gonna be as fast for them when they play. Thing is, those people are constantly playing the game. They have it down so they can just roll and automatically do it.
Also, they're editing it.
Yeah, that too.
Yeah.
But yeah, the greatest template of all time was the Foot of Gork template.
There was also people bringing in cheap blast templates, which sounds weird. Oh yeah. Chat, you think like cheating in Yu-Gi-Oh and Magic is crazy? Nah, you haven't seen fucking 40k cheaters. It is. We have a story of a guy literally trying to flush his weighted dice. And that was like one of the most recent instances of cheating being caught. It is very funny.
I mean, I remember I wasn't really playing much, but I do remember horror stories, people telling me about the second edition Thud Gun template.
Oh god.
Yeah, it was a small blast template, and then you rolled a dice to see at what angle the next small blast template that was placed adjacent to it went, because it was a rolling barrage.
Yeah.
And you did that like 4 times.
Yeah, and
it's a cool idea. Like,
oh yeah, look, it's. Listen, I'm the kind of person who's like, cheaters are always going to exist in your games. It's just best to like make the rules clearly stating if you get caught, fuck you. And like, there should be like games etiquette kind of a thing, right? Like, hey, usually try to give benefit of doubt, but like if you're truly suspicious, call a judge.
yeah.
But like if you
there's that thing as well of like things that are like technically not against the rules but are just like bad, like it's bad sportsmanship, but like it's not technically cheating, it's just you're being an arse. Well, this is always...
Yeah, and trust me, chat, I'm gonna be the first person to like yell at somebody who's being a bad sport and genuinely just being like the most annoying motherfucker I've ever met. No, I don't give a shit if I like, dude, I know my rules, I have them out. Why are you calling a judge? For the 50th fucking time. Oh, well, like, I just gotta know. Dude, it's a locals. Get over yourself.
I also remember the back in the days when even competitive tournaments, like 20% of your score was sportsmanship.
Yep. Genuinely, just don't be a piece of shit.
Yeah. But like that was the thing. Like literally, like 20% of your tournament score would be where you ranked on sportsmanship, and mysteriously, that meant a whole lot of like Arsenal players did not go to competitive events while that was in the Matrix.
Yep. And I think they should bring that back, honestly.
Oh, but it's not a test of skill. Don't care.
At this point, yeah,
like...
you being a decent person in public is a test of skill.
Oh God.
Well, you can't be a decent human being for 2 days. Skill issue.
Yeah, genuinely, like, you can't be fucking normal in public. You can't play a game of fucking toy soldier without throwing a temper tantrum and a fucking fit. Holy shit.
And yeah, like obviously I'm not saying if you're like neurodiverse of some kind, like that stuff is like you're not going to get marked down on sportsmanship for stuff like that. That's not the same thing. People, before anyone takes it the wrong.
What we're talking about is like people. When I refer to bad sportsmanship or being a fucking dickhead, it's you're genuinely being an asshole. Like, if I give you the benefit of the doubt, if I let you take back a move, by all accounts, you should also let me take a move back if I make a mistake. Like,
yeah.
For example, you make a move, and then you accidentally moved a model that would be out, like, I would have line of sight to it. And then you go, oh shit, my bad, I didn't want to do that, can I take that back? You have literally just finished moving them. I don't give a shit, take the move back. You can take it back. But if I do the same thing and you look at me and say, nope, my smile's immediately gonna go to a frown and go, really?
Well,
Because you're not
playing
playing
that with them.
You're not playing to have fun, you're playing for advantage, and that's annoying as shit. Or, like, if you're genuinely just being a fucking tool the entire game.
But I don't know how to be a decent human being.
What's the line that's like civility isn't a set of rules, it's a armistice, essentially.
Yeah.
Like, I'll fully admit, I go to a competitive event, I'm going in with a competitive mindset.
Oh, yeah.
I'm there to play that way. I'm not going to expect my opponent to be like, oh yeah, you can just undo that. But if they are, then I will reciprocate that. Like, I'm not going to I'm not going to go in with an expectation that I'm going to be allowed to just, I've come from too long playing, card games and shit. I do sort of appreciate the playing by intent, talking like your turn through thing. I quite like that. I think that eliminates a lot of the problems. It means you don't have those like gotcha moments, and I'm kind of looking forward to 11th in that regard, because it seems to have been constructed in such a way that it's not going to have those as much as well.
Oh, I was in chat. Okay, I'm so confused.
Sorry, Al's in chat. If there was a Warhammer Lego game, where would you set it? On a Mechanicus Forge world?
I mean, yeah.
Oh no, we have 2 owls now.
We have 2
no.
owls. Fuck! We had 50 different shadows, and now we have 2 owls. God damn it. What's next? I get 2 TCOMs?
No.
I get like 5 old schools.
If another TCOM shows up, they're disappearing. There can be only one.
Do you know what's even funnier? What's funnier? We've been friends for almost a decade. Fuck!
God damn it.
Ah, damn it! Owl has more. God damn it! They're bringing the flock, dude. Owl's bringing the flock.
The owl army is arriving. No!
Oh no, we're being assaulted by parliaments.
Ah!
A parliament is a collective noun for owls.
That is honestly fucking adorable.
Do you know what the collective for a group of ravens is called?
A murder.
Yes.
That's crows. It's an unkindness of ravens.
Oh. Wait, why do ravens and crows get shit on so much?
Because they're omens of death.
Depends where you are.
I've seen ravens and crows. They're
not everywhere in
stupid.
Europe.
I have a crow. There's a crow hanging out in my neighborhood, and every time I go for my afternoon walk, that crow is just sitting in the middle of the fucking soccer field, having a fucking wank, dude. He's just like chilling out there in the schoolyard.
You sure it's not? Oh fuck! What are the names? Odin's 2 crows.
If it is, he's got a lot of explaining to do for why one of his fucking crows is acting up.
Hey, it's his day off, and that's how he chooses to live it. Okay.
I mean, I'm not judging, but like,
okay,
I highly doubt they're omens of fucking death.
So, like, technically, officially, a group of ravens is like all corvids is actually just referred to as a flock. The unkindness or conspiracy, which is the other one, are colloquialisms for that. The same with murder of crows.
Owldoll, I like that. A flock of parrots is called a pandemonium. I like that.
Mm-hmm.
Now that fits, because like parrots can get like fucking loud and annoying.
Oh no, they can So like when you get a group of them together, they can reach volume levels where it actually causes hearing damage.
That would have been so much. Okay, but
And they can cause a little long-term hearing damage.
but yeah, so I know a lot of people are gonna be asking like, hey, what's Warhammer Skulls? Like, what happened today with Warhammer? Warhammer Skulls is basically a new Warhammer reveal show that GW does every summer, where they reveal all the new stuff, all the new video games, and all the new video game news for Warhammer.
We got officially one new video game announced and a bunch of DLC.
Yep. And a game came out today, apparently.
Wait, really?
Yeah, Mechanicus 2 came out today.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
that's
sweet.
right.
I mean, to get that is dwarfs in it.
Yep. So if you want to play a Fire Emblem-like game, Mechanicus is your boy.
Mechanicus versus Necrons with dwarf DLC apparently down the line, based on people going into the game files.
Yep. And a lot of people are also hyped about new stuff for fucking Helldivers, which is going to have a crossover. Rust is having a crossover.
I loved the Helldivers one because it was like, we're going to have a crossover. What's it going to involve? We're not telling you.
Oh, I can tell you immediately. It's going to be either
Yeah.
Kriegers, Cadians, or Elysians. I see people being like, I want a Dreadnought. Do you understand how dumb that is?
Well, also, no, Tempestus Scions too would fit.
The best Scions would fit too. But yeah, like
Do you know what would be the most hilarious?
what?
It's an area on the ship. You go into it, and it just boots up Tabletop Simulator, and you just play a game of 40k.
That would be very funny.
That'd be cool. I think they'd have
But
to
you have to buy the-
tabletops. Yeah, you have to buy tabletop
No.
simulator first.
No, but like in Helldivers, you have to buy your miniatures with your in-game currency, because obviously nothing's going to be free in Super Democracy.
Of course not.
Okay, I would play the shit out of that. But yeah, so a lot of new stuff is coming. Dawn of War 4 has been announced to come out in September.
With a weird roadmap that's like it comes out in September, but it really comes out like a year from now in September? Question mark? Hey, Al.
Hello.
Hello. We're painting tonight.
I can see that.
I was like, of the one new game we did get announced, I am kind of happy because it does look cool. I will play that, annoyingly.
What is it? The Skaven game?
It's no, it's sorry, two new games got announced. The Skaven one, which kind of looks fun, and Chaos Gate Deathwatch.
Oh yeah, that one was like, fuck. I might pick that up.
Oh shit. We're getting another
Deathwatch
Chaos
XCOM?
Gate?
Yeah,
Oh,
and it's
shit.
Deathwatch this time. Yeah.
I hope, because the Grey Knights one was not great.
This one is your Deathwatch, and you're going up against Gene Stealers, Tau, and Orcs from the trailer.
Okay, so they have some variety at least, thank God.
Mm-hmm.
Because it was the same enemies, the same missions, this all the time for the Grey Knights one. And it got real boring real quick.
Oh yeah, because what are you fighting against Grey Knights? Demons.
Yep.
And chat.
And maybe
There's
maybe
variety of demons.
Yeah, but like
maybe a heretic Astartes might show up, but not often.
chat.
Listen, you got plenty of demons.
I'm gonna say one thing, and I want everybody to understand this. I know that like big content creators like Lady Solaria and others fucking love the Grey Knights. They adore them. My brother plays them, and I used to like them. And then I grew a personality, and I read Grey Knights. And oh my fucking god, are they boring as shit. I'm sorry. But that's fact.
Let's just have the Grey Knight squad absolutely slaughter the Imperial Guard because they're in the way.
It's not even just that, right? It's the fact that, like, there's nothing there.
There's no personality for any of the main characters. They're all the same.
Yeah, and then fucking if you play Dark Heresy, if you have a Grey Knight on your squad, the game, like, there's literally a warning for playing the fucking character. Yeah, don't bring them into social interactions. Because the Grey Knight's just gonna kill everybody. Meaning, you either, A, have to tell someone who's playing the Grey Knight, well, you're not playing a Grey Knight, you're playing a Space Marine with no personality. Which, that's fucking hilarious. Because
it's not much of an improvement.
Because, like, it's not much of an improvement. Space Marines don't have personalities. They have, tropes. They're tropes. Let's be clear here. He says painting a fucking Ultramarine. Or you have to leave your fucking Grey Knight on the fucking ship, and the player has to sit there twiddling their goddamn thumbs, not doing anything, while the rest of the party is off having fucking the time of their lives with some of their favorite characters.
Which, I mean, if you have a player that just wants to murder things, sure, do that, but why are they playing an RPG to begin with?
Like, it's genuinely one of the most depressing things to see. And again, like, there's nothing wrong with liking the Grey Knights. I understand the appeal of them. A secret chapter of demon hunters that have, like, some of the most advanced and best technology the Imperium ever had.
Yeah, but the problem is that the Grey Knights are not the demon hunters. The Ordo Malleus are the demon hunters. The Grey Knights are the extermination force that's sent in once the Ordo Malleus has done all the work. Like,
Fucking the
That's-
Exorcist. The Exorcists fill more of a demon hunter role than they do because they actually research chaos and stuff like that.
And again, I get it. I do get the appeal of them. But
Yeah.
whenever I read them, whenever I, like, have to research them and read them, oh my god. It is... The only interesting thing to ever come out of the Grey Knights was the Knights Errant, which is their fucking founders. And they're
Yeah.
only interesting because they're loyalists from the Traitor Legions, most of them.
And Loken.
And Loken and Garo.
and the Ultramarines librarian.
Yeah, I didn't want to bring
I
that
don't
up.
remember his name.
I didn't want to bring that up
Um,
because then people are going to be like, oh, no wonder they became personality drones. They had an Ultramarine there.
These are heresy Ultramarines. They had personality back then. Gilliman hadn't beat it out of them yet.
And become the Ultra Boy Scouts.
Not all of them had the the 10,000 yard stare if you just said the word calf at them.
God, that's
Oh my
the,
God,
that's the word bear
word
coming
bears
out of
was-
them.
Yeah, the word bearers were so successful in their operation. They literally betrayed the personality out of the Ultramarines.
As I sit here taking my Ultramarine slander. Because he's not wrong.
Tell me I'm wrong. I was gonna say, tell me I'm wrong. It's like-
Listen,
fu-
I have
it's-
to
it's
sit
like the
here
thing
and
that-
take it every fucking time.
Like I have the adventure written for when the I need to slot it into the actual rule set for when the Horus Heresy RPG comes out, the tabletop one, and I've straight up said that I want to run a game where all the players are loyalist members of the Traitor Legions.
Oh fuck! I'm playing Iron Warriors, 100%. Let's go.
I know you're playing an Iron Warrior. I can tell you the setup for it as well. It's that prior to the end of the Great Crusade, they were looking at there was a movement by the High Lords of Terror to see if the Space Marine legions could be made to work better in combined operations. Yeah, or no, combined operations, like combine the legions together as like a rather than have them be disparate legions, have them combined into one force essentially. And this is called this is called the Mortis Vigil Project, and you're part of that.
As I sit here debating on what legion I would fucking play.
Also, Ghost of Gaming, it depends on the Skitarii. Like, some are ground troops, some are security forces, some are bodyguards.
It depends on which Forge World they come from.
Yeah.
And then if they're part of an explorator fleet, or if they're part of a crusade, who's the
some are basically zombies.
Yeah, it all heavily depends. No two Skitarii forces are the same.
The models that we have from GW are just like, this is what the Martian ones look like now, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're the
essentially
like when you look at the Skitarii in modern 40K armies, they're supposed to be like the Cadians of the Imperial Guard, right?
Yeah.
This is the standard template everyone, like most groups, run off of, but just because it's the standard does not mean it's the singular use case.
Yeah. What's the book?
Plus your Magus might have various enhancements they want to test out.
Yeah, in it was either Forges of Mars or Gods of Mars. There's a Skitarii group that externally they look almost human. In fact, that all their robotic implants are internal, and they wear like a bunch of furs and animal skins.
Interesting.
Like, yeah, Skitarii can be just as varied as the Guard and Space Marines.
Yeah, it's one thing, like, this is something that everyone needs to understand about 40K. So when it comes to tabletop, like, for example, my Vitrix Guard here, the Ultramarines are famous for having Vitrix Guard. Vitrix Guard is their unit. But nowhere does it state that no other chapter can have Vitrix Guard.
It has an honor guard that basically functions the same
Yeah.
way.
Yeah.
But you have the Wolf Guard for the Space Wolves that they do basically the same thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The idea is that every unit in 40K has a baseline has baseline stats, but when you're making the models, all you gotta do is at least give them the appropriate war gear. So for my Vitrix Guard, for example, say I'm not playing Ultramarines, but I want to run Vitrix Guard. I want to play Iron Hands. But I theme my Iron Hands subchapter, and I have a unit that I call the Gorgon's Eyes, or whatever. And I want them to have the rules of the Vitrix Guard. Boom. I just take the Ultramarines, and I play Vitrix Guard, but I have them themed with Iron Hands stuff. So on and so forth.
You don't take the Iron Hand special character, and you don't take the Iron Hand special characters.
Yeah.
Basically. Yeah.
Which my subchapter technically shouldn't have access to anyway.
Like I made a Homebrew chapter when I started my 10th edition Space Marine army. Rules wise, I run them as Blood Angels. They are not Blood Angels. They are totally not Loyalist World Eaters. But like, they have like a jump pack unit that is like headhunters. Like they're designed to take out like enemy. In the lore, they're like the thing that takes out like enemy commanders and stuff. And I run those as Sanguinary Guard because like that's rules wise about the equivalent. My chapter master has jump pack, and I run him as Dante. But he's my chapter master. I just rules wise, he's just Dante because that's
yeah,
that's close combat close combat jump pack Space Marine character.
Yeah, because you got to remember that 40K is, as GW keeps putting it, we're a modeling company first. They give a shit about the models first. And the game is the game is meant to enhance the models.
It's your stuff. You can do what you want with it. Like if you read like an issue of White Dwarf, they very clearly show off like very customized armies. They don't let you bring in other IPs generally. You're not allowed to do that if you want to get into their official publications.
No, that's
But,
official
like,
publications.
What? Yeah.
Because I know someone's
like,
going to take your words and
there's
try to twist them.
Yeah.
Oh,
there was a guy. There was a guy that was like had a it was a guard. Rules wise, it was a guard army, but it was a Grot Rebellion army.
Yeah.
So it was like so it was communist grots. So like the general is literally 3 grots in a trench coat with a hat on.
That's cute.
Like that kind of level of stuff. Yeah. But it uses guard rules. Like they just you run it as a guard army, so you can have the tanks and so you can have the squads and stuff, you know?
Yeah. And chat, like,
yeah.
The thing about my Wardens of Ultramar, like my Wardens of Ultramar, is that they're the guys who are on the periphery. So they had to like make use of a lot of old shit, ranging from like resalvaged Horus Heresy era stuff all the way to like modern stuff. And that's just their behavior. So like it was a great excuse for me to be able to bring like Sikaran tanks in my fun games. And since GW announced that they'll be bringing Legends to the Warhammer app, which should have been there from the start, but hey, better late than never. Now I can do that. Now I can have more fun with it.
Yeah.
And that's something like I need people to understand, like, have fun with it. It's a sandbox. We're all here to have fun in the sandbox. It's a beach. There's room for everybody, so long as you aren't a prick.
I was having a time because I was listening to I was reading a thread on Discord where they were talking about like sort of like what's your review of 10th edition? We're getting to the 10th edition. What's been your thoughts on it? And like a whole bunch of people were like, oh, I hate it. The terrain's all the same. It's like there's no list building, there's no customization and all this kind of stuff. And I'm like the armies are just flavorless. And I'm sitting there going, you're allowed to use other terrain. You don't have to just use the tournament layouts and L-shaped ruins.
Yeah.
Like, you're allowed to play non-tournament style games, not at tournaments.
And did they bitch and whine at you about that?
Well, no, it was just like that. There was a few people that like sort of agreed with it. Like, so a lot of your, and what I said is like a lot of your complaints are with the tournament set up at the moment, which take that up with the TOs then, because like the L-shaped ruin thing, GW wasn't dictating that.
Yeah, GW really didn't dictate that shit.
That was WTC and UTC, UKTC. They did that.
I can't remember where the Armageddon Steel Legion founded during a war or after a war with the Orcs. They were founded when the world was founded. They
technically they weren't. They were founded after the first war for Armageddon.
Yeah, like
all of the armies were refounded.
Yeah, splitting hairs, but basically the Steel Legion was founded after the first war. But they were there, but they didn't really get a culture and everything until after. And it was the first war of Armageddon that really cemented their position as a standout regiment. And essentially, it was just gas masks.
Also, the thing that people forget about them, they're only one small part of the planet Armageddon's military.
Yeah, that was
Because
something.
the Armageddon Steel Legion are just the mechanized infantry, basically. The Armageddon Armored Fist are the tank battalions. The Orc Hunters are obviously the Orc Hunters, and then there's the Armageddon Planetary Defense Force, which is the defense force for the hives.
Yeah, the PDF.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
and
the Armageddon Steel Legion are like they're like a sub-regiment of the Armageddon military.
yeah, and that was something like I'm working on Yarrick's video right now, and I had to do a double take for a moment there when they were talking about like how the military was reorganized a little bit when General Locke was like put in charge. And I'm like, wait, hold on. So of course, like, he would have the Steel Legion and the Cadians ready to go under his command. What do you mean there's PDF helping him? What do you mean that the Purge Corps is made up of a mixed group of Steel Legion, like the armies of Armageddon? And I'm like, oh, shit. Because the plot of... This isn't a spoiler because it's the beginning of the book. The plot of Return to Armageddon starts with Commissar Graves, Inquisitor Croyle, and Dogmata Superior Frey yelling at the Armageddon Council to, like, renew the Fourth War. And, of course, they do so. And General Locke is given he's basically given an entire army to work with. And he reorganizes the Orc Hunters, the Steel Legion, the PDF, and several other armored groups of the Steel Legion in what we call Purge Corps. These Purge Corps are supposed to work in tandem with the Kriegers and the Cadians. I.e., the Purge Corps would purge the jungle of Armageddon, while the Kriegers and the Cadians defended them. So, when the Purge Corps goes out, they burn away the jungle, the Orcs respawn and charge the line, the Purge Corps falls back, the Kriegers and the Cadians close the gap, and then the Orcs are caught between a rock and a hard place. And then once all those Orcs are dead, move on to the next sector and repeat process.
It also means we don't have the equatorial jungles in Armageddon anymore. I'm sure that's not going to be a problem. I'm sure that there's no...
I laughed so hard at that realization. It's like, like the speed wars of Armageddon really struggled because there was that massive jungle that slowed them down. Oh no, we burned away the jungle.
Well, also, I don't think people realize just how often the Imperium just combines different regiments when they get low on numbers.
Because they don't talk about it, right?
Yeah.
It happens in the Gaunt's Ghost book. Like, people talk about, like, oh, it's the Tanith. Yeah, the Tanith are like...
It's three different regiments merged into one.
By, like, the end of the series, now in the series, yeah, they're like three different regiments have been folded into them. All similar sort of things, and also the Tanith, like, take on, like, waifs and strays from, like, places that they go and fight. But, like...
And kidnap civilians and...
They didn't kidnap them. They did. No, those were volunteers. Those actually were volunteers in Necropolis, at least.
Okay, I'll take your word for it. Also, can't forget the original three Tanith regiments they were formed from.
They never formed the other two. They only ever got the first one.
No, there was three. Most of the first one got off the planet. Some of the second and third one got off. Then the planet blew up.
Yes, and they all then got, and there wasn't enough, so they all got merged into the first.
I wonder if
that's why I'm counting
Wars
the other two.
Speeder bikes. They probably did.
What about Star Wars? Huh?
I wonder if the Orcs made Star Wars style speeder bikes.
Yeah,
I'd be surprised.
some mechas. But that right. Yes, and probably no at the same time, because Brutal Cunning makes the point that Orcs think that anti-grav technology is for people who are soft. Because what's the point if you can't feel the bumps?
Yeah.
Almighty Knight's a great boy. Oh, look at that. Push. Look at that little Mac being such a bitch boy.
Really?
Co is fun, I will admit that, but you're right about making everything hotter, because God, what the fuck is happening?
Because the equatorial jungles, they're burned, so the planets can get hotter.
Okay.
Mm.
Hope
I mean,
I'm
the
doing okay.
planet has.
That's what I'm assuming they're talking about.
Hope you're
I will
doing
point out
okay.
that Armageddon literally has part of its year called the Season of Fire.
Yeah, I tried looking that up more about like trying to go into detail of it. I'm like, okay, so sand from the deserts get kicked up into the atmosphere, which then causes intense and violent storms that shoot out lightning that causes fires, and then those dust tornadoes catch the fire and then start like causing like fires all over the place. And we're painting Vitrix Guard today, by the way, chat.
It becomes a feedback loop.
Yeah.
That just sounds like wildfire season in California.
They don't get
Oh, the
tornadoes,
Speedboy
though,
things.
so.
The Speedboys think
We
it's great
sometimes
because they
do.
try to out. The Speedboys think it's great because they try to race the firestorms.
I fucking love orcs, dude. They're so stupid. I love them. 40k speaking about ecological damage? Never. Armageddon is like the best example of what the Imperium does to a planet.
Well,
it wasn't in a good place to start with. Let's be honest.
A useful planet. If your planet can't produce anything, they're not going to give a shit about you.
No, they're at the point where Armageddon literally can't do that anymore. They're like they make it very clear in the they make it very clear in the new book. There is no point to the Imperium holding Armageddon at this stage. At this point,
They fall into the sunk cost fallacy.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's literally just we will not let the orcs win. Here.
Nuke the planet, guys. Come on.
No.
No, I have like 5 generations of family that died on this planet.
Yeah.
It's about to become 6.
There's far too many Space Marine chapters who have honor debts to avenge here. The Black Templars have an entire crusade that they want to go on.
We can't have rational people in the Imperium now, can we?
With Inquisitor Graves? No way. Sorry, Commissar Graves? No way.
I know she's the Inquisitors. The Inquisitors relative, like again, I read the Yarick book. Inquisitor Croyle's fine. He's just eccentric.
He's kind of an asshole because he doesn't like push back on her. Like he's supporting her idea.
No. Yeah, because it means he gets to go out and hunt orcs.
Yeah, and I'm like, dude, you cannot be this dumb. And he's clearly he's a really
good shot though.
Oh, he's a fucking hilarious shot.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say that I think the only 2 rational people in the Imperium right now are Gilliman and Valoris. That's about it.
No,
even Valoris though, he's not rational. He's entirely like mimetically enslaved to protecting a corpse.
He probably is the one who's set up the Hexarchy to happen. So
but the whole point of that is to protect a dead corpse lighthouse.
I was gonna make the argument that the current like Lord Solar is a pretty rational dude.
I don't know enough about him to make that comment.
He's the only thing you could really get him on for being like insane on is that he feels like he has to like
to live up to the role.
He has to live up to the role.
Yeah.
And that's more like a
common.
Yeah, and his whole thing is like I'm not gonna be a guy that hides behind the line. I'm gonna be the guy that like is going to like the worst parts to rally the troops.
That's a normal human reaction. I get that.
Yeah.
Also,
and
he sort of has like all of the responsibilities of like a High Lord, but not any of the power, because he actually isn't one.
Wait, I thought
No,
the Lord Solar is the head of.
nope.
Oh,
He is the head of the military in the Segmentum Solar.
oh, okay.
He is not. He's not the head of the he's not the head. He's not the High Lord of Terror. High Lord of Terror, who is the head of the Imperial military.
Yeah, I thought because of his position he'd get a slot, but no, apparently not.
Nope.
remember, the Lord Solar's role has always been to lead like a crusade and shit like that, right?
Yeah.
How old is Yarick now? Yarick was in his late 60s when he was brought to Armageddon for retirement. And that was the year M41741. It is currently unknown what the date is in modern 40k. But we can well assume that Yarick is over 100 years old. We do know that he also got, like, his body got crushed twice. Once after the Second War, and then after his rematch with Gazgul, on Icea.
Did they roll back the date of the Second War for Armageddon then?
I think they did.
Because if you're saying it's 741, it's M419941 is the Second War, which is when he's sent to Armageddon the first time.
I might have fucked up on my script then.
Because like he's probably about 200 years old now. We think maybe.
I'll have to recheck my script. Fuck.
Because he was like 150 by like the time of like the end of the Third War.
We're around 020-ish M42. Do you have a source on that? There goes Will going, fuck.
Also, they tried to do a thing of like Gilliman like tried to like rework the dates and it doesn't work. Like, and he would know this. This is like
My light flickered. Hello?
What? Huh?
My light flickered for a moment there, and I thought like I thought like all my stuff died.
no, you're still up.
Oh, you're good.
It scared me.
Like if we're just 20 years into the new timeline, that is an insane amount of stuff.
Well, they changed Indominate. They changed the Plague War from saying a century to a decade.
Yeah.
And Plague War canonically takes place
After the end of the Indomitus Crusade, which wraps up at the end of the Dawn of Fire series.
Which encompasses Pariah Nexus, Nachman Gauntlet, and a few other places.
But a bunch of those are just like ongoing as well, which is the...
Yeah. I am getting better at painting. Hero of the Imperium. Yes. Oh, I thought that part I knew. I just wanted to stop any that might happen.
Okay.
Well, chat's having a different discussion entirely from us.
You know, glad to see they're entertaining themselves.
Yeah.
The kids are getting along. Until someone starts fighting whose team is better.
I haven't had
Warriors and Custodians, obviously.
I haven't had that, thankfully, yet. People arguing about like whose faction is better.
The Custodians, obviously.
We're not starting. I'm not starting with you.
You know.
What brushes are you
Go
using?
slide
I'm
across the
using a mix
floor
of
with how
shit.
oily you are.
The concept of friction is totally lost on me.
One of my favorite lines from that show. The sensation of friction is all but lost on me, except the kinds that I enjoy, of course.
It's one of the few things I still like quoting
I love
from
Walmoody's.
Texas speech.
I love Walmoody's. He's the best character.
Oh.
Fun fact: the one that likes Magnus is called Carstodes.
Yeah, because they're the Bronx big Jojo reference.
Your demon booty's cruising for a bosom.
I still can't get over just again they made a bit that was just a fucking JoJo reference and kept it going.
Everything's a JoJo's reference.
Considering how Araki is still churning out fucking chapters, yeah, everything's gonna be a JoJo reference for a long time.
Yo, is that a motherfucking JoJo's reference? I'm still trying to figure out how to put a JoJo's reference in my fucking videos.
I mean, if you want some input on that,
I have some input.
yeah. Just consult, the JoJo's fans in your groups.
Have you ever thought about consulting the actual anime fans in your community? No.
Oh, that reminds me. I need to catch up reading on JoJo Lands.
Fucking, I learned the funniest fact about JoJo like a couple of months ago, and it was, oh, how'd they advertise Steel Ball Run? Oh, they were advertising it as its own manga entirely. Oh, and then it wasn't until way later where they revealed, yeah, no, you've been bamboozled, motherfucker, it's JoJo.
Yeah, because what happened was that Araki wanted to do something different from JoJo's after, like, the ending of Part 6, because the ending of Part 6, like, reset the universe and all of that stuff. Well, I say reset the universe. To reset the universe up to a certain point before the events of what is it? Basically, the events of Part 6 didn't happen. Once in the universe reset, everything else happened.
He wrote himself into a corner with that one.
but Araki was like, I want to do something different. I want to do something that's not JoJo's. And then he's like, no, actually, I still want to do JoJo's. Steel Ball Run is now JoJo's.
Boss, you need to put announcer in this pose.
And you put AG in what pose?
Please.
Oh, he needs to do a Dio pose?
Oh, yeah, he needs to do a Dio pose.
I don't know how we would get him to do that pose. But I know Liefry said that he is more than happy to do the next tournament thumbnail. So maybe me and my Vitrix Guard, because the Vitrix Guard are the center of my army. Maybe I could have a picture of like AG posing with the Vitrix Guard like that.
Awesome. Oh my god!
The Victrix Guard are doing the Pillarman poses.
I'm also just imagining the fucking bowl or just any of just like Koichi's awkward ass poses.
I mean, I did a Yamcha pose. By the way, chat, so for those that don't know, AG is my mascot. He's my VTuber model. I have like a few rules when it comes to him. It's personal rules. I hold myself to these rules, not anyone else. But whenever I get commissions of him, I follow a very strict set of rules about how AG has to be characterized and how he has to act. So when I'm commissioning stuff with him, he has to be in some form of distress because it's funny to me. It's funny to see him in cartoonish levels of danger and or the absurdity of the situation he's in. It's why in the Space Marine 2 thumbnail, he's standing in front of Titus doing the Patrick pose, where like he's like slack-jawed because he's been thrown against the Tyranids and the Thousand Suns. In another one, he's holding dead Cortana, because that is genuinely how Halo 4 ends. Cortana dies. And it's sad.
then comes back.
And then comes back, which then the joke
Completely undermines her death.
And then in that thumbnail, it was Spee being sad and AG being worried about her. Because Spee genuinely really liked Cortana. And when I told her the plot of Halo 5, she's like, "You're fucking kidding me." And I'm like, "Nope. She is the villain now." And she's like, Is she at least like hot dommy mommy? And I'm like, ah.
No, they went season 8 Daenerys Targaryen with it. Just starts nuking cities. I can't. Okay, Toxin, I can't tell if you're being sarcastic or not.
Where are we looking?
There was a Halo 5, is what he's asking.
Oh yeah, that's being sarcastic.
Yeah.
That's a sarcastic answer. There was a 5th Halo game. It wasn't that bad. I literally did a review on it.
It's playable.
Playable. I thought its gameplay was fun as fuck.
Again, the criticism of requiring me to go read a book series to understand what's going on.
That's the story. The story is bad. The gameplay
The story is
fun.
bad. The gameplay is fine.
And I could stomach a bad story if the game is fun to play.
How bad does the story have to be to override that?
How bad does the story have to be to override that?
Season 8, Game of Thrones.
Genuinely, like,
Okay, Jack,
is there a game that is there a game that like the story has been so bad that it could not overcome the gameplay being fun? Like, it could not like be overcome by the gameplay being fun.
To be perfectly honest, I have not played a game that bad.
The first Witcher.
That's his.
I enjoyed the first Witcher.
You are one of very few people who do. Because
Will
let's
I
be
ever-
honest, that was.
Will I ever do the
they
last
got
one?
so much better.
Wait, hold on. What do you mean the last one? The last one of what?
Oh, I think they're talking about Infinity.
Oh, will I ever do Halo Infinite?
Yeah, Infinite.
Yeah, that's...
Does it have a story?
Yeah, it has a story.
Oh.
I do plan on covering Halo Infinite, but you gotta remember, it's... Halo Infinite is a massive fucking game with a lot going on in it, and if I'm talking about an open world game, it's going to be another end of the year video. That's the plan.
I still haven't finished playing it.
I know, I promised to help you, and I'm sorry.
No, it's fine. You're busy.
Now, I beat Halo Infinite a few times, but that was the year it came out, and that was 2022, I want to say?
Are you that old?
I think it's 4 years old now.
Oh.
My quick thoughts about it are, A, it shouldn't have been open world. B, it shouldn't have bitched out on the plot. Fuck you for bitching out.
Shouldn't have required me to go read 4 other fucking books.
And it shouldn't, like, again, a lot of the complaints come from the plot and just my problems with open world games. Chat, one thing you're going to learn about me real fucking quick, I hate open world. I think open world is one of the most boring fucking things I could ever play. I struggle with open world games because there's either not enough to do in it, leading to a barren fucking hellscape, or there's too much to do and I get bored because it's not actually playing the game, it's just pick up thing. If I want to play a collectathon, I'll go play Banjo-Kazooie. Because
Flashes back to when I tried 100%ing Cyberpunk.
yeah, I genuinely can't handle that. Because I get bored. I get bored, chat. I am a creature that gets bored. I'm sorry. And Halo Infinite was one of those games where it's like, it does try to pace you. It wants you to like take it slowly and like explore each part of the fucking ring. But what made Halo so interesting as a location? It's the fact that
you didn't know about it.
You didn't know anything about it. And there's no variety to any of the fucking locations you're going to. It's either plains, trees, or Forerunner structure. Plains, trees, Forerunner structure. Plains, trees, Forerunner structure. With banished bases
structure.
or banished structures within the trees and the plains. I'm gonna fucking die. Oh my god. I don't care how fun your game is. If the gameplay is 2-minute bursts with 10 minutes of walking. If the grappling hook didn't exist in that game, I would have walked away. Cause holy fuck.
I think they added the grappling hook after some playtesting and heard that exact fucking comment.
Yeah. I can't do it. Like, I couldn't do it. I remember sitting there playing Halo Infinite on stream, and there's long swaths of silence from me. Long swaths of silence. As like I'm grappling hooking to each fucking location. And that a game should never ever do that to you, right? I shouldn't like.
Well,
here you go, chat. You can see the model now.
So from a game design perspective, for open world games, for objectives, because of the sheer variety in how players are going to approach it, you have to keep multiple approach paths open. Halo Infinite says, fuck you, the only way you're getting up here is by stealing an aircraft or using your hook.
Which, chat, if you're ever going to play Halo Infinite, you upgrade that hook fast. Fuck your shields. Fuck your movement. Fuck everything. Grapple hook gets the upgrades first. That 5-second upgrade, like that 5-second cooldown upgrade, like the one that knocks 5 seconds off the cooldown, that's a godsend. Or just play Just Cause 3. I watched that one guy who like speedrun fucking Just Cause 3, and I feel for him.
Oh, there was an attempted speedrun by a YouTuber. I think you'd like him. I don't remember his name for the life of me right now.
Is he a rainbow-colored frog?
What?
Is he a rainbow-colored frog?
That is another YouTuber I was going to bring up, but no.
I love him. He's funny. I watched his Schedule 1 video.
Yes, he is great too, but he produces similar style content as him. But he decided, hey, I'm going to do a Just Cause 3 run not using the grapple hook at all.
Yeah, I watched him. He's the Rainbow Frog guy.
Oh, okay. Okay, apparently he did do that video then.
Yeah, he did.
Maybe I'm thinking of someone else. All right.
Don't worry, I know who you're talking about. I got you.
Yeah.
He's funny.
I now have cursed knowledge I could bestow upon you.
Please. I love cursed knowledge.
So, boss.
What's up?
If you were to replay through Fire Warrior in a New Game Plus capacity, you could post that and be the world record speedrun holder, because there's no entries from that category currently.
Well, you are a friend. I cherish our friendship. I cherish our conversations very dearly. I'm gonna state this right now, and I'm gonna make this public record very clear to everybody else. I played Fire Warrior 5 times. I played it more than I played it more than I fucking needed to in my lifetime. I'm never playing Fire Warrior again.
I'll pay you $200 to do it again on stream. He's thinking about it.
That's
He's
200
thinking about it.
That's 200 American, dude. All right. Okay.
That's probably an Armageddon. That's probably an Armageddon box set.
Listen, chat. Listen, chat. I am a man that played Fire Warrior 5 times more than he needed to. I will never do it again, unless the power of bribery is involved.
Don't you want to be able to boast that you have a world record speed run in a video game?
That's like saying I have the world record speed run for dumpster diving. That's not something to be proud of.
Yeah, also that's
like,
a way more competitive.
no.
Also, that's a way more competitive field.
That's also like saying you're the world record holder for jerking off to completion the fastest.
I mean, one of my very good friends was at one point a world record holding speedrunner.
One to society later.
Their record has since been beaten, but like they held that record for a period of time.
Chaos says, if he does 100, I'll add 50 to it. He said 200, friend.
This is not how negotiations work. I'm starting to just reducing the amount of money.
Wait, are you trying to negotiate me down, chat? Wait, what? All right, if we're playing this game, 150 then.
I'm not.
It's a race to the bottom.
If it goes to the bottom, I'm not doing it. Tell you what, chat. Impossible goal. $1,000 and I'll do a speed run of fucking Fire Warrior.
Done.
Or 100,000 subscribers on YouTube.
I can't do that.
$1,000 that does not come from one of your mods.
God damn it.
Solely for one of my mods, because I know my mods would like to donate, period.
Also, I think my accountant would yell at me if I did that.
Yeah, I would yell at you myself.
Like, he knows enough about my eccentricity at this point to, like, just ignore the $200 purchases, but, like, $1,000, he'd get mad at me.
Yeah, I'm not gonna ask about, like, the $200 on, not safe for work mouse pads, but I am gonna bitch at you for $1,000 for this random fucking mole to speedrun what?
A video game.
Someone get the credit card! You
I'm
underestimate
getting
the
a
internet.
beating stick.
You underestimate the internet. The internet put me in a maid outfit for $1,000. You think I underestimate this shit?
I want to get him into a bunny suit.
I can help get that done.
Everybody wants to see. Everybody put Bricky in a bunny suit, and now it's the Molstern, apparently.
I didn't even know he did that. I just thought it'd be funny.
He wore a maid outfit and a bunny outfit, I think. There's also
I don't see
really...
the issue if you're like. I don't see the issue if you're comfortable in your gender.
Hey, I'm perfectly
Like-
secure.
Yeah.
I'm wearing
I see
dresses.
I see I find one that doesn't write up as much. They're gonna write up.
They're gonna ride up whether I like it or not. It's a fucking One Piece. I've seen more than enough anime where a One Piece swimsuit rides the girl's ass.
It's not comfortable. The one piece suit in the back is supposed to lay on the ass comfortably.
Yeah, it's supposed to act exactly like a Speedo, that's how a Speedo works. When it rides up like that, it gets real uncomfortable real quick.
I wore Speedos when I was a part of swim team. I have been self-conscious of my body ever since.
Oh yeah. Being on the swim team will make you extremely self-conscious.
Okay, so we need $20 from 100 people.
Wait, that's not how math works.
Yeah, it's not.
Most of my audience.
It's $20 from 10 people. That gets you to 200.
I said $1,000, sir.
Oh, I thought we were on the 200 thing still. Never mind.
Nah, like
It's still not the correct math.
I'm the kind of person who's like, I'm the kind of person who's just like, listen, the power of bribery goes a long way. I'm not a politician. I'm a content creator.
What style did you swim, by the way?
Freestyle.
Oh, I did butterfly.
I joined the swim team because like my mom was like, "Hey, you want to like do sports like your brother, right?" And I'm like,
No.
to make sure like mom and dad loved me, I said yes
Oh.
because I thought like I was a very depressed kid.
I just wanted to get out of the house and not go home at the end of the school day.
That's fair.
For reasons.
Valid reasons.
There's a reason why I don't talk to my parents anymore.
Valid reasons.
But
yeah, like
there's nothing is gonna make you as self-conscious as standing in front of 300 fucking people in a speedo.
Yeah. Yeah, chat, like one thing that you need to know about me is like I'm perfectly secure in like my gender. I will wear like a dress. I will wear stuff. Cause it's like, who cares?
The way I
sorry, I'll just finish what I was saying, but like, because
Yeah.
like I see people be like, oh well, look at them, they're less manly. Why? Isn't it more manly that like they don't give a shit what others think and that they're willing to wear stuff that they like or that their partner has asked them to wear? I think that's pretty fucking cool and based.
I'm of the opinion that I've already proven myself to myself. I have nothing left to prove, and I am secure enough in my masculinity to wear a dress.
I mean, hey, I paint figurines.
Yeah.
The real challenge is finding one that you're comfortable in, because there's so many different styles of dress, and then all the different types of material, and then seeing how a specific dress will fit on you.
I wore a kilt to my wedding, so I understand this.
Yeah. Also, let's be honest here. Most dressmakers are not making it to the body proportions of men.
They are not.
Yeah, so then you're stuck to like the stretchier fabric, but the stretchier fabric can get uncomfortable and sweaty,
Yeah.
depending on what it's made out of.
Oh, and if you're well endowed,
Yeah.
I can't wear it on Twitch. Because then there's some TOS violations. Woo!
Yeah, just take a page from drag queens, tuck it in.
The solution is I wear shorts.
Or a cup.
Or a cup.
A cup, dance belt.
Dance
you
belt.
know,
I was going to
there's-
suggest dance belt would be the
What the fuck is a dance belt?
It's a cup attached to a jock strap, basically.
Oh, okay.
Mhm.
So just like a normal cup then.
It's slightly different design because it allows you to move in a different way for like doing like ballet and stuff.
Mhm.
Oh, okay.
Actually,
So
can
I'm guessing it's like not around the joints as much.
I
No.
can I say like one of the most funniest hater comments I got was like them trying to say like I don't get bitches. And then like I
That's
look
so
at my
funny.
I look at my wedding ring and go, huh.
Oh.
And then like I look at all the other people I've been with and that I currently am with, because remember, chat, poly. I'm like, I get plenty of bitches. And one of the best compliments I got was from a dude. Even though I don't swing that way, chat. I take a compliment from a gay dude because goddamn, ain't no.
Hey, they know what they like.
Yeah, they know what they like, and I'm just sitting here going like, okay, good to know. Yeah, like it's one of those like really funny comments where it's like she's not gonna go out with you, bro. Not only did she go out with me, she fucking married me, bitch.
I'll prove you wrong.
Well, it's like the whole thing about it's that whole thing about people being like, oh, you like this like thing about like, oh, you going out and getting like a hot goth girlfriend. It's like, I fucking married mine.
Yeah.
Also, most of those people who are like, "Oh, I want the hot goth girlfriend," you can't handle her.
I
can.
got the hot girl. I
know you can't.
I got the goth girl. I got the shy, nerdy girl, and then I got the cheerleader. So I'm happy.
Cause what it is that they have this phenomenon of like fetishizing, especially like alternative women of any sort, and then like once like these women. Once they actually get to know these women, be like, oh, they're so weird. And I'm like, you expected them to be anything else?
Here's the ring, chat.
Oh, that's such a lovely design.
Oh, yeah. It's platinum, too, so I'm very happy.
Nice.
Ironically, where was yours made?
I don't know. Phoenix got it.
Okay, fair.
We had a very Scottish themed wedding because my grandma's Scottish.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Whereas me, I'm gonna die alone. I'm fine with that.
You're not gonna die alone.
Relationships like that are just not for me.
I would have. I would straight up tell you, I would have straight up told you 10 years ago I was exactly the same, and then that changed. And that is like one of those like
I've tried dating. I've tried, and I've thought about it. It's just not interested in that dating or getting married and having kids like at all. Just do not feel that urge.
Hey, how would the TTS Emperor do if he replaces the Canon Emperor?
The same.
40k theories would have a fucking aneurysm.
Memes aren't lore.
Memes aren't lore. Yeah. Kriegers don't use shovels the way people meme they do. If a Krieger used a shovel as a weapon, that Krieger better have a good fucking excuse. And even then, they might still get shot. They're
desperate at that point. Yeah. Also, Kriegers run away. Like, Kriegers do not just suicidally charge into the enemy guns. Like, they actually do get scared, they break, and they run away.
Okay, so also so here's how, following an actual siege style assault, here's how the Krieg do things, because there's a lot of misconceptions again, like just keep throwing people at it. You are looking at a trench line. You assault the trench line. You get repulsed in your first wave by machine gun bunkers. So you say, we need some armor. So you're going to bring up some chimeras to transport the infantry. They get taken out by AT guns. Like, okay, there's AT guns now. We're going to bring in some tanks that are capable of destroying bunkers. And you're going to rinse and repeat this process until you break through. That's how that works. That's how sieges work.
Also, like, Vrax makes the thing that Vrax makes very clear is the thing that Kriegers are good for is that they will not complain about the horrific conditions they exist in, basically. that you can put them into World War One style trenches, and they don't try to desert, basically, because they're
That's
just permanently depressed. Because they're just permanently depressed.
Also,
Like-
some very heavy indoctrination in there too.
Call to
Yeah,
sacrifice.
I mean, that's all guard, but like, yeah.
But did they have an army rule named after it? Didn't think so. It's me being a shit. I'm sorry.
I mean,
I need the praise of your custom Space Marine chapter. I don't praise my own shit. Never. I never praise my fucking creations.
I only criticize my creations.
Yeah, because I'm someone that doesn't want to have an ego.
See, I just look at things and like, I could have done this better. I could have done that better.
My
This could be improved.
like, guys, when I finally settled on the paint scheme for my Wardens of Ultramar, I screamed extremely loud when I was still on Twitter because GW said, show off your Space Marine army. And the army that they showed was the Knights of Raven, who had the same fucking color scheme that I settled on. And I said, fuck! And I posted that I'm like, my army's the same color scheme as the Knights of Raven. Shit. And I posted the picture of my fucking Warden of Ultramar with the same color scheme. And the GW official Twitter account, when it was still active, liked it. And then laughed. Like, they placed the laughing emoji under me.
Hero in a
I
place
was-
for a better man.
I was in a state. I don't want to be related to Korax's depressed sons.
Hey, hey! How dare you? My chapter is descended from Korax.
Yeah, and that's all fine and dandy, but I don't want to be depressed. I want to be
I'm
numbers.
They
tossing,
aren't
I'm
depressed.
tossing.
I don't want to be. I
I'm
don't want to
tossing antidepressants.
be. I don't want to be emo depressed. I want to be numbers depressed.
They aren't depressed. At least mine aren't.
Looks at every Ravengard subchapter. Who are you?
You know, it's fine. I'll still take them to Hot Topic. We'll get them something nice.
Will they go to Hot Topic TCOM?
They will go. No, they'll go to Spencer's.
Oh, they're diet goth. Ew.
God, I still remember when I went
He
to a
was-
Hot Topic recently. I saw the studded belt and I got transported back to my fucking child.
You got transported back to 2006.
You had
And I'm like,
you had your Ida from the Owl House moment where it's like, this is like over 30 years old.
I'm like,
30 years old? I remember seeing this in theaters.
I fucking saw. I saw Gur hoodies again, and I was like, oh, I'm in middle school again.
Where am I?
Oh my god. Remember?
oh god, the last
chain
time the Invader
wallets?
Zim was relevant.
Oh,
Oh my god.
Remember chain wallets?
Yeah, they had chain wallets.
Those are still a thing?
Yeah.
Why?
I am convinced that Hot Topic is only seen by millennials and like that weird portion of Gen Z.
Oh my god. Yeah, because like when I went in there was like a lot of just like much younger people in there, and I'm like, ah, I see. The tradition still lives on.
Like, at what point did the Zoomers like turn it around and basically they're doing like millennial? They're doing like Hot Topic fashion in the way that we do like 80s fashion.
Oh my god. Like there has been they've also been like trying to bring like Y2K and Y2K futurism like back as well, and I'm like, if you guys bring back the return of ultra low rise jeans, I will kill you all.
No. The one thing they do need to bring back is the like the see-through clear electronic shit.
I mean, yeah, those are
Like,
baller.
you
Yeah,
can see
yeah.
into your CD-ROM when it's playing.
But-
yeah, I want that to
But
be
it's
back.
but it's colored. It's colored plastic over.
Yeah.
I had the Game
Yeah.
Boy one. Mine was purple.
Yeah. I had a GBA that was like that.
Oh man.
That was the coolest shit, seeing the internals
I
of my console.
remember the GBA. Oh my god.
GBA was great.
It was.
I mean, like the DS was better, but the Game Boy Advance that was also the flip one.
The
I
SP.
can't remember
The
what it's
SP.
called.
The SP.
SP, thank you. Yeah, was like better again, but like
Rest in peace, Gunpei Yokoi.
Yeah, I know. There's just something satisfying about holding the Game Boy Advance.
I watched a whole documentary on the creator of Game Boy, Gunpei Yokoi, and I'm just like, damn.
I'm just currently watching chat, and my brain is doing like that. Like, I actually had a conversation with someone recently who would not believe me that there was a time where if I was using the internet, my parents couldn't make a phone call.
Yeah,
Oh man.
I remember dial-up.
Dial-up internet, man.
Oh.
And
Explaining.
wait,
no.
Here's the thing. You could tell if it was working or not from the noises it made, because that sequence of tones, you learned whether it was connecting correctly or not.
Oh no. You need. I need you to explain to them what a VHS is.
I don't want to assume my chat's
Oh.
that fucking young.
A VHS is a proprietary video format that became successful because in Japan it was used for porn. That's why it won.
I mean, it was also used for porn in America.
Please
too.
stop making me feel old. What's a VHS? Wraith, I'm gonna hurt you.
Well,
Wraith, I'm gonna hurt
you're
you.
the youngest out of all of us here.
Yeah, I'm the youngest in this fucking call. In my fucking mod chat, I am aside from my wife, who's a year younger than me, I am the youngest in all of my fucking discussions. It's bullshit.
I remember cool math games.
Oh, cool math kid. Everythinggirl.com. Ah.
Dude, I remember Stick Page.
Oh.
What was it? Oh, I spent my time obsessively making like digital dolls on the dollpalace.com. They had a music clip and everything.
This is sort of like that whole like what people think video games looked like 20 years ago versus what they actually looked like 20 years ago.
No. The PS3 and the 3DS aren't retro gaming. They're too recent.
I mean, do you want some titles that are 20 years old this year?
You know what? Hit me with it.
Let's go.
Yeah, just put me down. Let's do it.
Put me in the tomb, Captain. I'll rise.
Gears of War.
I'll rise with Nick. Nick. What the fuck is the Tomb King's fucking place? Like Nekarai or whatever.
Yeah, Nekahara.
I'll rise with Nekahara. Just fucking put me in the tomb. Gears of War is 20 years old.
I get the Gears of War is 20 years old. Came out in 2006.
Cool. I can compare when like they ruin it with AI. Awesome.
Yep. Tom Clancy's Ghost Recon.
Oh.
Damn.
Elder Scrolls Oblivion.
Oh.
Psychonauts.
Oh.
20 years old.
Oh man.
No, the Milkman! The Milkman can legally order in Canada! Fuck!
Wait, wouldn't that mean Sackboy is a retro game now?
Yes, Sackboy is a retro game. He'll be... If his game was released in 2007, he'll be 20 years old next year.
Do you want to know the one that's really going to make it hurt?
What?
Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess.
Ah!
And Okami as well.
Oh, jeez.
Wait.
Actually, the fact
Hold
that he's getting
on.
a fucking sequel.
Hold on. All right, I need it straight. I need it straight. How old is Pikmin 2? I need it straight.
Googling. Pikmin 2 is 22 years old.
Ah!
Oh my
Oh.
god.
Oh, I remember when Pikmin used to be a game you could play at McDonald's.
Oh my god, yeah.
Okay,
There was a Burger King here for years, and I mean literally for like a decade, that had a console in it where you could play Pokemon Stadium.
Yeah.
That was the only game that was plugged into it.
Yeah. I'm gonna... I need to know, because my console generation was the near end of N64.
Mm-hmm.
I need to know, how old is Mario Party 3? I could take it. I could take it.
Mario Party 3,
Yeah.
it's 26 years old. It came out in 2000. Okay, 25 years old. It came out in 2001 in North America, technically.
We use the same mouse bus,
I know we do.
except I use the more advanced one because I use the wireless.
I need to get a new keyboard and mouse.
God, one of my fucking favorite games of all time, and that fucking inspired my love of RPGs. Fucking Dark Cloud
Wait.
2 is 23
I
years
need
old.
to see something.
There's a game that, like, a few people wanted me to play. It was like Skies of Arcadia or something.
Guys Arcade is great.
Sky Pirates. And then I remember watching a video where, like, they did, like, voice acting for it. And one of the main jokes was like, and remember, we are thousands of feet in the air. And my
The
brain
thing about
just...
Skies of Arcadia, the thing about Skies of Arcadia is the original is on the Dreamcast, so that is like a nearly 27-year-old game.
Yeah, I have the GameCube port on. I have a totally
Yeah.
legal copy of the GameCube port. He says,
Skies of
as
Arcadia Skies of Arcadia Legends.
yeah, as like Nintendo is standing behind me.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, guess when Hitman Absolution came out?
2006.
When?
2012.
Ah.
Oh, that still makes me feel
Pokemon
so
Diamond
old.
and Pearl will be 20 years old. God!
I think that was the last
generation.
Pokemon
Fuck.
games I played.
Fuck, that's my Pokemon generation. Shit. My first Pokemon game was Pokemon Emerald, but my first Pokemon game was
Diamond and Pearl were 2006, so they're 20 years old this year.
my first Pokemon game was Pokemon Emerald, but my actual first Pokemon game was Pearl.
My first was Red.
Yeah, I see that coming. I feel pain.
Mine was definitely one of the first gen games, but more in the lines of like you had cousins, who, you played them off of. Because in my household, we had like a PS2 and the computer.
Yeah. Yep.
I can't relate to that experience because me and my brother were like the gamers of our family, so
I remember getting into a huge heated argument with my cousin because he had Emerald at the time. I wanted to play it, but he's like, "No, I'm getting ready to do an Elite Four run." I was like, but you have the only Pokemon game right now. I want to play Pokemon. And remember, for those of you who are younger, this was
Yeah,
back in the day
know-
when you only had a single save on a file. Couldn't
Yeah.
I was
have
gonna
multiple.
say. Also, Warhammer 40k 5th edition will be able to drink this year in the UK.
Oh my.
Oh god.
It's 18 years old. It's 18 years old.
I watched a video from this one VTuber. She's like clearly inspired by like rubber hose cartoons and such. I don't remember her name. But like her VTuber model is inspired by like rubber hose cartoons. It's like Betty Boop kind of a thing.
Pumpkin potion?
What was that, Al?
Pumpkin potion?
I think so.
I think that's what her name is.
Yeah, Pumpkin.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, Pumpkin, because she's like constantly called Pumpkin. So I watched a video from her, and she's like, she was asked, "What's your like most cancelable video game take?" And she said like, "Sonic Adventure 2 is mid. Legend of Zelda: Ocarina of Time is bad." And it basically like stating the obvious of like, just because you had the time to like master it as a kid doesn't make it a good game. It just means you were a kid.
Also, Sonic Adventure 2 is 25 years old.
Ouch. I don't know, my take's been like fucking lukewarm, not even spicy. Like, have I ever had a spicy take on here?
Oh, you're. Oh.
Or like, am I like the most vanilla motherfucker you'll ever meet?
I mean.
Huh.
Oh.
I want to say you're
Hmm.
vanilla. You're not vanilla, just your takes aren't shocking.
They're not. Yeah,
I'm
not really
boring.
controversial, but it doesn't mean they're like.
I'm bored.
You back them up well.
I back up my takes well. Okay. What did she say? If you're getting bent out of shape on Ocarina, I need you to seriously take a step back.
I think Majora's Mask was mid.
Yeah, I can't really say much because the only one I really played was Twilight Princess. So
Man, Owl, I wonder what inspired your art style.
actually, not Twilight Princess.
Really?
Really?
Yeah,
I could've-
especially because I really like drawing just creatures in general, and also like especially my angelic ones. That's Bayonetta.
Oh, that makes sense. Yo, is it an honor to be fucking blocked by the creator of Bayonetta? I don't think I got blocked by him, actually. Like, when I was still on Twitter, I could see all of his posts. I wasn't blocked. Majora's Mask was better than Ocarina, but it needed a better way to track events. Non-gamer thing, but anyone remember watching the Three Stooges? Yeah,
Yes, I do.
but
I do, yeah.
Yeah, but that's because my parents made me watch Looney Tunes as well.
Also, because like that was a show that was no longer in syndication, so and was publicly available, so you couldn't fill a time slot. Might as well just put Three Stooges in there.
Yeah.
Zelda Tears of the Kingdom wasn't good.
I don't get an opinion. Didn't play it.
Yeah, same here.
I own it. I have not unwrapped it from its plastic packaging.
Yeah.
So it's a bad game.
since-
Got it.
It's not a bad game. I can't commit to it.
Well, I mean, if you haven't committed to the point of unwrapping it, it can't be a good game.
it's also an open world game. And it's not even for me, it was for Phoenix.
My argument still stands.
What was that? Yeah, ever since I like gotten my own laptop, I've switched over to like gaming on PC. So it's like, man, actually I don't want a console. I'm really sorry. I do miss the era of the DS though.
Yes.
Because the Switch is just too expensive and too big for me. The
Wait,
DS, perfect.
I think
Perfect size.
I found my spiciest take, but it's not even that spicy of a take. It was just me going up against 3D printing bros. I think that was the
I remember
spiciest
that
I ever
conversation.
got.
Well, go on, tell us.
3D printing isn't the end all be all people make it out to be.
Oh,
Guys.
yeah.
And like you can't just assume that people can afford a 3D printer,
Oh, you know, those shits are expensive.
especially like all the things you have to do to make sure like you're not killing yourself with it.
Yep.
Oh yeah, like
And that
one of
like,
the things.
they got
That-
mad at me for trying to explain like why competitive communities would have problems with 3D printing. And it's the basic shit. Like, because someone asked me, why is 3D printing a problem when it came to competitive? And I'm like, at the time. Keyword being at the time. The concerns were model measurements, being able to fuck with the bases, modeling for advantage, and so on and so forth. And tons of 3D printing bros were like, well, you could just do that with like regular 40K stuff. And I'm like, yeah. Your point? The fact that you're making the argument for me kind of tells me I'm right here. And kind of tells me that the people making these decisions were right. Because if I could do this with regular 40K stuff, and you guys are like basically yapping off about like how you can customize everything about the Warhammer model, you're kind of making the point for me. But then GW solved it by basically posting the measurements for units and their bases. Which pretty much removed the issue entirely. If you don't meet those standards, then you're fucked.
Mhm.
It was a solved issue. "3D printing is not the end all be all people makes it out to be." That's like my hottest take.
Well, also like one of the things is like people see like, oh, there's a like $150 3D printer. Do not buy that one. It's gonna break within a year.
Yep.
Yeah, it's like people are like, "Oh yeah, but like they're so cheap," and I'm like, "Yeah, I wonder why."
Yeah.
It is one of those things where you want to spend the money on it.
Yeah.
And get a
It's
good
like,
one.
yeah, it's like how I won't start saving for a resin printer until I can afford a really good one and have the space for it, because a resin printer is gonna put off so many fucking fumes.
Yep.
Mhm.
I think that was
And
my
the only reason to
spiciest
do that
take.
is because I
Yeah,
want to go into like sculpting dolls, and resin is really good to use for making dolls.
You get sort of a grow tent and an extractor, basically.
Yep.
Throw that shit out into the atmosphere.
Actually, I think I've been developing a new spicy take, because I've kind of been like listening to like Game Grumps stuff in the background, and I see like tons of people in the comments doing this one thing. And I just need to say this as a fellow content creator. And I have never seen hate for a man quite like the hate that people have for Aaron Hansen of Game Grumps. Holy fuck. These people will make fan fiction about him. Like, they assume they know him. They assume they know everything about him. Oh, well, he says he likes the Sonic characters, but I think he's only talking about the designs. Shut the fuck up. He says he likes Sonic. He just doesn't like the games. You can
I mean,
infer
there's other
anything
reasons to
from
hate him.
that. I haven't heard them.
Oh, the racism.
Wasn't that just Susie, and then didn't she apologize for it?
Let me.
And then he still hangs out with all these big content creators like Alpharad, the Magic the Gathering guy, all these big content creators, even to Modern. Man, it's like maybe we don't know shit about people on like YouTube and shit, and maybe people need to calm the fuck down a little bit about them.
No.
Which Magic the Gathering guy? There's a bunch of them.
Fuck, what's his name? Sorry, chat. Give me a moment. He was on Tolarian Community College.
So the professor.
Yeah, the professor. And he's been with Rubber Ross. Like, he voiced the fucking dolphin in the Game Oververse. If he was truly this horrible person that people make him out to be, these people wouldn't be hanging out with him.
I wouldn't put that necessarily as a oh god, what's the word? As proof that like people aren't bad.
I'm not saying that, but like, if we're painting with that wide a brush, then so many content creators are damned by association. And it's one of those things where I'm like, the quartering? Nah. No, be caught dead with the fucking quartering unless you're into some very disturbing and disgusting things.
Well, also, like, with the paintbrush thing, if you're going that wide, why are you stopping at first and second degrees of separation? Why not third? Why not fourth? At that point, you're covering the entire human population.
I guess for me, I have a different view upon it, considering that a lot of, especially in just regards to like game groups and a lot of creators, especially around that time, were very well embedded within like 4chan and Newgrounds. Like the amount of humor in quotes put into that, where it's just like I don't really trust any of them to this day.
And that's more than fine. And Aaron is like long since separated himself from that group. Like, there's the infamous falling out with like Oni cartoons and all of them. That was very public. Because like Oni and Palo made fun of Jaden and like Alpharad and all of them, and Aaron was like, you guys don't get to make fun of them like that because you guys are just that cringe as they are. And they didn't like that, so. But again, this is just me being like, it's more along the lines of me like saying, like my point here is that I'm trying to make is that like, why are you assuming all this shit about someone's views and opinions when you don't even fucking know them? Like, you are basically writing fan fiction in your head. Because a guy basically is making fun of a game series that you like. That's kind of where like I'm going here, right?
Yeah.
And like that's my main annoyance of it. And my hot take is basically just like, maybe fucking don't.
I mean, I think that's kind of my usual just where I go where it comes to like, yes, I don't like this person whatsoever. I refuse to interact with them. I do think it would benefit people a lot if they went to refuse to interact with said thing
Yeah.
instead of.
I'm sorry.
Instead of making making a performance about how much you hate them, and you're going to watch everything they do, so that you find the things that you can hate in it. It's just, you could just not watch.
Yeah, not to mention, I think it also leads more into like, because the thing is that especially nowadays, even what was it? All attention is good attention. And it's it gets to a point where it's like, at this point you're just boosting someone.
Yeah. It's why, like, whenever someone makes a negative comment on my 40k videos, I'm like, then why are you here? Like, I had someone say, like, there was a comment where it was like, 40k's lore is bad, and I just respond, okay, then why are you here? And they didn't have a response to me. It was just like, if you hate it, why are you talking about it? Why are you watching it? Why are you commenting on it? If you think it's bad, why are you here?
And like, if the extension of that is, I think it's bad now, whereas it was not in the past, or I think this aspect of it is bad, that is then a conversation. But like, and their argument might be bullshit, but like there is at least a conversation there. If you're just saying X thing is bad because it exists, when it's not something that is actively harming anyone, because there are things that are bad because they exist, because they harm people.
Yeah.
Like
PETA.
My opinions about PETA will potentially have actions taken against boss, so I'm not going to say them.
Oh, what's the worst they're gonna do to me? Send me horse sperm in my fucking mailbox?
Sue you into the fucking ground for
yeah, libel.
They are very litigious for people that say bad things about them.
Well, technically it'd be slander in my case, but in this case, not libel.
Libel's for print.
You know, when it's spoken, it's slander. But like, you were allowed to just not like something, and you were allowed to just. But like, if you, do you know what I do with the things I don't like? I don't engage with them.
Yeah, it's
like,
it's that mindset with me. Like, I don't want to watch it. I don't want to interact with it. I just don't.
Yeah.
I don't watch. I'm gonna start saying I don't watch a whole lot of anime, and I'm in. Like, I don't, because there's not a lot of it that I don't actively seek it out to watch it, because it's a lot of it is just stuff that doesn't interest me, generally. Totally. But you know, like you say, like, that's not like. But I don't like go onto anime forums and are like, anime sucks. Like, that thing you like is awful.
Yeah, like, chat.
So,
I watched Sword Art Online. I decided it wasn't for me. I think Sword Art Online is garbage. But you know what I don't do? I don't actively go out of my way to watch every fucking season to have a new opinion. Yeah. I didn't like it, and I moved on.
I bounced off shows. Like, I bounce off shows if I'm just like, this isn't for me.
Fucking for me, for SAO, it was, I got to Gun Gale and I was like, I don't like this anymore. I'm done. I felt like I was forcing myself to watch it, which no.
I still can't forgive Penders for screwing up the Sonic franchise as it is. Yeah. That comes to a different conversation though. This isn't like a thing where it's like people are assuming stuff about creators. Ken Penders is a piece of shit, in my opinion. And no, I have to say my opinion because he's just as litigious. even though he's on a dwindling inheritance. And got
That's the
scanned out
Sonichu
of...
guy.
No, Ken Penders is... So, okay. This is gonna be a story time, chat, so sit down. So, back in ye old days, Ken Penders was one of the original Sonic creators. Not like for the comics, at least.
Right.
He was
This
hired...
is the American comics, not the British comics, because there's an entire separate British comics continuity.
Yeah.
Didn't he also work on the TV show a little bit?
No. I don't think he did. So, Ken Penders was hired by Archie Comics, who originally had the rights to make Sonic comics. Not own it, they had the right to make it. And this was back in the day where Sega could give less of a flying fuck what people did with Sonic. It's why we had...
It was a Star Wars situation.
Yeah, it was a Star Wars situation. This is where we had like stuff like Sonic... The Sonic Says stuff, where you have like the infamous meme of him saying like, if someone wants to touch you in the no-no parts, that's no good.
No good. I remember that.
Thanks, Steve. Thanks, Steve Urkel.
Thanks, Steve Urkel. Then you have the completely in the opposite direction epic extreme of Sonic Sat AM, where it's a bunch of fucking freedom fighters against Dr. Robotnik's evil regime. Sonic having a brother and sister. That kind of thing we're talking about here.
I like the modern cartoon. That's it. One was just unhinged.
Oh, Sonic Boom.
Yeah.
Well,
I don't believe in taxes or the government.
So getting back on topic, Ken Penders was one of the guys who like built the Sonic comic mythos in America. He was basically like one of the foundational pillars. Not the main guy, but one of the foundationals. Eventually, it was just him writing a lot of the Sonic stuff. And then, when Sega went to BioWare to create Sonic the Shadow Chronicles, Ken Penders looked at the Dark Brotherhood in the game, and essentially they resembled very closely the Echidna tribe that he made in the comics. Which was problematic. And so he sued. He sued Sega and all of them for copyright infringement. Now, chat, I'm gonna drink some water here. This is heavily abridged, by the way. Heavily abridged events. So, the problem here, Penders doesn't own Sonic. He has no right to the characters. They are owned by Sega. But he was suing for everything. He was suing for Sonic, for Tails, for Amy, for Knuckles. Every fucking character. The whole universe. And there is also the case that he was also suing because Archie Comics did fuck him out of some payments. And there is an argument to state that, like, characters you create should be your proprietary property. There is arguments to be made there. Problem. He was making characters for Sonic, which is an IP that is owned. His legal case should have been laughed out of the courtroom. But then here's where fate does the stupid coin thing, where it lands in the mud. Archie fucked up. Archie fucked up the lawsuit so fucking badly that Sega was at risk of losing a lot of shit. And so Sega had to come in to this lawsuit, basically shut it all down, look at Ken Penders and say, fine, you can have all your echidna characters except Knuckles. And then told him to fuck off. Hence why the Sonic comics in America had to be rebooted. It's why you lost Sally fucking Acorn and so many other very well-beloved characters because of Ken motherfucking Penders. They lost his contract. We don't even know if he had one. That's the problem. And listen, if Ken Penders was doing it to say, like, hey, these are my original characters and you just stole them, that's one thing.
Wait, it's today Thursday or Friday?
Today is Thursday.
Mhm.
Yeah, and then this is why Sonic is now with IDW Comics, and why there is now a Sonic Bible. And holy shit, the Sonic Bible rules are hilarious. Actually, I'm gonna look them up. Where is it? Sega's rules for Sonic. All right, so this is the rules when it comes to the comics, at least. No game characters can have relatives unless they were established in game canon. So Uncle Chuck for Sonic, nope, can't happen. Game characters cannot be killed off. They killed Sonic so many times in the comics. There's an entire, actually in the comics, they killed Dr. Robotnik, the Eggman that comes and replaces him from a different universe where he won. Sonic can't cry, though he is seen visibly crying in the IDW Sonic issue 3. He basically he can't be sad. He can cry, but he can't be permanently sad. Anything related to Mobius, such as referring to the
can't go through a depression arc.
Yeah, anything related to Mobius, the world they're in, and referring to the animals as Mobians can't happen. So you can't refer to it as Mobius, you can't refer to them as Mobians. They're just whatever the fuck. The heroes must always win in the end.
Yeah, because it's a comic for kids.
Characters
Don't want to hit them with the... Go ahead.
Characters and elements from any past incarnation of the franchise, the Dick cartoons, the Archie, the Fleetway comics, the OVA, Sonic X, and even the Paramount films, are not allowed to be used in them or in any future Sonic media. This is due to a combination of legal issues. Male characters that aren't human can't wear pants, though Tails 9 wears pants. That's from the Netflix show. Classic era characters such as Mighty, Ray, the Hooligans, and Tails doll, and also characters from the Sonic Boom universe cannot appear in modern era material, since as the Sonic Forces, the classic and modern franchises are now sub-franchises. Only one Metal Sonic is allowed, not multiple.
I want an army.
Oh yeah, no one can also be smarter than Eggman and Tails. Those two are the smartest people in their universe. So get fucked. It's wild, dude. They have the most guidelines and notes for Shadow. like the current writer Ian Flynn was given like a fucking book on what he can and cannot do with Shadow, which is hilarious. And that the only human that can be around in the comics is Eggman. You can't have anyone else, only Eggman. Fuck you.
But what if I want to have Sonic's love interest from that one game where he's in love with a princess?
That game retconned itself out of continuity.
What about that one game where Shadow has a relationship with a human princess? She wasn't
And
a
also
princess, but a
guns.
human. Yeah, and also guns.
And also guns.
That's canon still, right?
Wait, when did Shadow have relations with a princess?
It wasn't a princess, it was just a human.
Oh,
girl.
Maria?
Yeah, that's it. I don't know why I called her a princess.
She's fucking dead.
Yeah.
How
That's
did
still
Maria...
canon, right? Right?
Yeah, that's canon, because that's part of his backstory.
The weirdest one for me, and I can never know which is like which comic continuity this is from, but I remember reading it when I was younger, like when there was a Sonic comic book that came out in the UK. It was just called Sonic the Comic.
Yeah.
It was also like the comic itself would also be like an anthology series with like other Sega property comic books, like comic stories and strips. It was cool. And the thing I remember from that distinctly was it had some really cool concepts, and like one of them was Tails is from an interdimensional species of fox people who in his world they are like D&D style warriors fighting orcs, basically.
What is it?
The 90s were weird. The 90s were weird.
And they think that Tails is a great hero and a warrior because he's been sending letters back to his family, and he's been basically he's been telling them that he does all the stuff that Sonic does.
Oh, so he's one of those.
What is
little
this,
bitches.
fan fiction?
No, this was a published Sega thing. And the other thing that it had was there was a zone in the world that was like another planet that was attached to the world that they were on by a big chain, and it disappeared for like 6 months out of the year, and then would reappear. So if you were on it when it disappeared, you got stuck there for 6 months.
Oh, Little Planet.
Yeah.
From Sonic CD.
Secret Planet. It was called the Secret Planet or something like that. It was like one time it comes back and it's basically been entirely turned into like Metal Sonic head because it's been taken over by Metal Sonic. Yeah. That comic was weird.
The new comics from IDW, I read them and I thought they were okay. Or good.
Mm.
It depended on like which one you were reading. Like there was some where it's just like, meh. But then there's like others where it was like really fucking good. And there was one comic where essentially they do like a zombie apocalypse. And that one is great because you really get to see like how fucked up Eggman is as a person. And just like it sort of builds on like the narrative like who Sonic is as a person. Like it actually like explores him a little bit because it's like, dude, you could have killed Eggman. Why didn't you? Because I don't want to. Yeah, but like look at what he's done. He's like turned the entire world into metal zombies. Yeah? And tell me how that solves our problem now.
It prevents him from doing it in the future.
Yeah, but Eggman never repeats the same plan twice.
Wait, what do you mean Sonic the Comic ran from 1993 to 2001?
Yes.
Like, Okay.
I've seen
And yes,
better
had-
comics with shorter runs.
No, and had back. It was a UK only, like Sonic comic series with backup stories including Shinobi, Streets of Rage, Eternal Champions, Echo the Dolphin. Like.
Oh right.
Actually, I want
Cool.
to correct my statement. I've read Batman comics with shorter runs than that.
But yeah, they also introduced. IDW did like a great job in like fleshing out the Sonic characters, or at least the cast, like story-wise, because they introduced a stooge to Eggman, like their very own stooge in the IDW universe, and his name is Dr. Starline. He's a platypus, and he's a big fan of Dr. Eggman, and his whole arc is him learning, like, yeah, Eggman may be a genius, but he's also a fucking idiot. Because, like, he lets his pride get in the way of a lot of shit. And then Starline is, like, actively, like, trying to solve Sonic. His whole arc is, like, I'm trying to solve everything here. Because if you remove Sonic, like, then you can take over the world. But first, like, I need to prove myself that I'm better than Eggman, because Eggman's an egotistical idiot that will never learn. And then his whole worldview comes shattering down when Eggman, like, basically reveals during their fight, yeah, no, I put you into this scenario. I put you into this situation. And I've always, like, remarked on your genius and everything. But the one thing that you do is that you think you're smarter. You think you know better. You don't. You think you solved me, but you haven't. And you actually get to see, like, how scary Eggman can be in this situation. Because he's basically just like, yeah, no, I was always listening to you go on and ramble about your inventions. I just never needed to open my fucking mouth. I know more about you than you think you know about me. And the reason why I don't repeat plans is because if they don't work the first time, then they're not worth repeating. Because if the hero figured it out the first time, they're gonna figure it out the second time. It's why I don't repeat shit. And I'm just like, oh, that actually explains a lot. I like that explanation. Instead of him being, like, just absent-minded, there's actually, like, logical reasons where you just don't know because he has no one else to talk to outside of his robots. They also make a lot of Team 4-Star references in the Sonic comics now.
Ew.
Why do you say
That's
ew?
interestingly.
I feel that kind of thing is unnecessary.
It's like... It's not like references to TFS. Like, it's not like the... It's like... The one reference was, it's not funny, it's never gonna be funny. That kind of thing, because Sonic keeps calling Eggman... He keeps making, like, egg puns at Eggman. He's just like, that's not funny, it's never gonna be funny. And then someone at a con talked to Ian Flynn. He's like, yeah, no, that was a reference back to TFS. And Kaiser Neko laughed his ass off. What is my opinion on Warhammer Old World? I don't play it, so I don't get an opinion. Old school?
I do play it. It's fun.
Boom. I have my Old World player here.
The person who plays it thinks the game he plays is fun. The shocking news.
Shocker, he finds it fun.
Getting an army together for it can be a bit of a commitment. I will say that, much like Heresy. But yeah.
Eggman is honestly terrifying. If he ever actually cared about his plans, there's be no stopping him. Well, he does care about his plans. It's just... there's a limit to how evil he can go.
Not evil enough, I'd say. I say.
He hasn't go hard enough! There's not enough dead children in those streets.
There needs to be at least 50 more dead kids in that mine. Not up to standards.
I will say the Mega Man and Sonic crossover was fucking hilarious with the disappearing blocks joke.
What?
So Mega Man and Sonic crossed over for like a few comic issues. It's a decent read. And Sonic and Tails and Eggman, Sonic, Tails, Mega Man, and Rush. They're trying to climb a waterfall with the stupid disappearing blocks, which are infamous if you've played Mega Man. And Eggman and Dr. Wily are watching them on the monitor, just baffled that they're taking forever on this. And Tails is sitting at the top of the waterfall with Mega Man looking down at Sonic. And Tails is like, Sonic, just let me fly you up here. We don't have to do this. And Sonic says, and I quote, no, I will not be defeated by stupid blocks. Because he can't figure them out. He can't figure out the pattern.
What if that is the test? Choosing not to engage with the test. That is the real test.
Honestly, what I've heard of Eggman is he's evil, but not downright psychotic. He is evil, but he's self-interested evil. He does things in his own self-interest. It's, again, it's brought up in the comics, but, like, it's also brought up in the games, too. That he wants people to recognize him as a genius. He's just an asshole about it. And, in the comics, he's asked by Starline, hey, why do you want to, like, build an amusement park? And Eggman just replies with the simplest answer. Because I like amusement parks. And if I want my enemies to die screaming on my copyrighted cotton candy, then I'm gonna fucking do it.
That reminds me of the Spider-Man comic, the one panel where...
Oh, with the fucking
like,
dinosaur.
With this technology, you could do something like cure cancer, but I don't want to cure cancer. I want to turn people into dinosaurs.
Yeah. Eggman is the embodiment of that. I don't want to solve the world's problems. I want to build a fucking amusement park. There's depth. There is depth to him, but like it's that humorous depth where it's like it comes right the fuck out of nowhere. It comes out in the least likely places that you'd expect. Like, again, with him and Starline. When you see him with Starline, his entire, like, modus operandi is like, oh my god, how can you be this fucking stupid that you didn't even think to make a vaccine for your own virus? Because I just didn't get to it. Even though that should be step one after you make it. I'm just gonna find the quote because I actually really like it. Give me a moment. So he just wants to live a careful...
to bed, but enjoy.
Yeah. Good night. Sorry, I just really like this because it was actually a really good read. So, like, the Sonic Villains comic was fun.
where I just remembered a Punisher comic. That kind of perfectly encapsulates the difference between Frank and
Here,
Spider-Man.
I found it. No, Doctor. You played yourself. I specifically chose the Egg Emperor once I realized it was you who raided my power core reserves. I knew your obsession with my past exploits would give you logical tunnel vision. I knew you'd use their power. However, you utilize it to its fullest extent, and thus I knew you'd deplete that power just to make your point. Oh no. Well played, sir. I'm so glad. You're seeing things my way! And then he blocks out the Hypno Glove. Why aren't you... You told me all about your inventions, remember? You were so very, very proud of that glove in particular. Do you honestly think I'd let you stay by my side with that kind of power on hand without taking some precautions? You actually listened to me? But you never said... Acknowledge... No, this isn't fair! You've never shown this much foresight! I've made my mistakes. One of them was tolerating you for this long.
Oof. Big oof.
Yeah, he's actually scary. Like, Eggman is great. Why theme parks? I like theme parks.
I mean, like, there's no reason why I shouldn't enjoy it too.
Yeah. Oh yeah, there's also fucking when Starline actually has a chance to kill Sonic, and Eggman just straight up stops him and says, like, how dare you? But he's gone now. He can't get in the way of our plans. The Hedgehog is mine to destroy. It's not the job of some upstart like you. I could carpet bomb him any day. That's not enough. That's not the point. I have to beat him. I have to prove I'm superior. There's a right and a wrong way to vanquish your lifelong nemesis, and you did it very, very wrong. I'm sorry, sir. You should be. Don't let it happen again. It's... Again, like, the IDW comics have made me love Eggman so much. There is a right way to do things and a wrong way to do things. Eggman is the epitome of fuck it, we ball. Yes, he is the epitome of fuck it, we ball. It's good shit. Like, it's a fun time. If you can, do take some time to actually, like, read some comics from IDW. They do a pretty good job with, like, Sonic and Transformers and such. They're fun, entertaining stories at the very least. I'm a bit late, but hey, hello.
Howdy.
The definition of what range does this bastard got? Yes is the answer. Oh, are you talking about my voice acting? I don't think I have, like, that good of a range. Like, you can still make out that it's me in a lot of my voices. I can't read. Well, learn to read. Have you read any of the Skybound Transformer comic books? No.
Well, I mean, you're less distinctive than Steve Bloom, so...
Well, it's Steve
about it.
motherfucking Bloom!
Well, also
as
the
in,
thing
like,
is,
as it when I say I'm sorry, Owl. Go ahead.
you can finish.
Okay.
Yeah,
What I
finish.
mean, yeah. What I mean by less distinctive is, like, it doesn't matter who Steve Bloom is playing. You know it's fucking Steve Bloom as soon as he opens his mouth.
Yeah, and also, like, you don't.
As he opens his mouth.
Aramis,
Oh,
I can
audio.
hear myself echo.
I hear myself echo. It's disorienting.
What was it? Being a good voice actor doesn't necessarily mean you have to have a large vocal range. There's one voice actor I worked with. I absolutely loved his voice acting work. The man can only do one voice. But he still did excellently. I loved his voice acting work. I loved everything that he was in. Also, it also helped that he was an absolute joy to work with. I loved working with him. But yeah, no, you gotta voice act well, but like having a variety doesn't mean you can't voice act well.
I mean, fair. It's the same what I did with the other X heads.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
This one seems more like.
I mean, one of my favorite voice actors of all time. I'm sorry, Hayami has an extremely distinct voice, but she has a vast range.
My eyes might be fucking
Mhm.
up. I'm very tired.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. Are you gonna be able to make dinner tonight?
Yeah, I'll be able to make chicken tonight. I'm getting a Grey Knights Combat Patrol as part of a trade, lol, but then tomorrow when I go to my LGS, I'm getting the Salamanders Combat Patrol to finish off Salamander's Homebrew successors. Good for you! But this is my guess if he would have in Warhammer 40k army. What? I have no idea what's going on. My chat's kind of all over the place.
Is it the YouTube one?
It's the YouTube chat.
Give me a second, I'll go check on them.
We have confirmation D2 is dead. Who?
Destiny 2.
Oh. It's not... Fuck off. It's not dead. It's
We had
ending.
this conversation earlier.
We had this conversation earlier. It's not dead. It's ending. There's a big difference. So then would Sonic the Hedgehog run Eldar? No, they're boring to him. He wouldn't even play 40k. He can't hold still.
Orcs. Speed freaks.
He wouldn't play 40k period because he can't hold still. But yeah, like, guys, learn some new fucking vocabulary, please. Because whenever people are like, oh, well, it's dead. What the fuck do you mean dead? What does dead mean to you?
Yeah.
Dead, to me, means, like, the game is no longer fucking playable.
Which for a live service game can theoretically happen, assuming they just shut down servers.
If a game is coming to an end, yes, it will come to an end, but it didn't die, it came to an end.
Hell, by that standard of people still playing it, Halo 3 didn't die until recently.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and yeah, it's ending, but who cares? Like, the people that enjoy Destiny are enjoying the final push, and that's it.
Mhm.
If you have no stake in the game, that's fine.
I mean, it's always bittersweet because
Just means that more people are going to come from Destiny to Warframe.
Boss missed the first half of a thought process. Green was musing over what 40k faction would Eggman play. Probably just make his own.
I mean, Mechanicus would be the joke direct answer, but
Yeah, Mechanicus would be the joke answer. I got T-45 helmet from Fallout miniature game. I'm thinking of putting it on a Space Marine. What do you think? Regular line infantry or a veteran squad? Considering that to Space Marines, Fallout power armor would be like regular line infantry. Yeah, I put it on like a regular tactical Marine. Personally.
Oh no, they'd look down on. They'd probably refuse to wear Fallout
Oh
power
yeah,
armor.
no, Fallout power armor is like inferior to them, but like that's ancient technology right there. The Mechanicus would love that shit. Hi there,
yeah,
Ben.
Mechanicus
Enjoying
would be
your
losing their
channel.
minds over the opportunity to look at that.
I don't think they'd learn anything from it, but
Hi there, been enjoyed to find your channel recently and watched your various 40k lore videos. Been into 40k for a bit now, but will admit that a lot of lore was unknown to me, so it has helped a lot. I'm glad I could help you. But yeah, like I don't enjoy this conversation of like a game is dead, because I'm like, what does that even mean? What do you mean the game's dead?
who's defining that?
Like, what's the definition of dead? No one's playing it? Bullshit. So long as a game is accessible, so long as a game can be continue to be accessed and played, then it's not dead to me. All of this mean, but I'm pretty sure Eggman would not like the Mechanicus because they praise the machine spirit. Why wouldn't he like them because of that? That's a... If he's playing the army, then he doesn't give a shit. He's just playing the army. And if you put Eggman in 40k, he's gonna get shot. Because how dare you make artificial intelligences, you piece of shit.
Yeah. Biggest issues right there. Carry away.
If they were to meet, they'd shoot him because how dare you make an abominable intelligence.
Exactly.
Paint and chill. What are we painting tonight? Well, I finished another Vitrix Guard, and I'm saving the last one for the Saturday stream because I'll be streaming on Saturday with a guest. There aren't AI, they're intelligence-boosted animals in power armor. No, he made an AI. He made multiple AI. Metal Sonic's an AI, and Sage is an AI.
I mean, that's probably the argument they're going to try and go with, but yeah.
Also,
granted, I don't think Eggman would even know that he needs to make that argument until it was putting a bolter to his head.
Or a rad gun in this case. Question, Almighty Lord Daddy. Oh, fuck. Which army should I invest in? The Necrons or the Imperial Guard? I love my Skelly boys, but I also like Kane. Alright. If you're a beginner, I recommend Necrons because playing them, there is a lot of breathing room for mistakes because their army ability is literally you get back up. Your units don't stay dead. They get back up and they self-heal. It is literally rewarding you. It is literally giving you a band-aid for your mistakes.
You will not be winning a lot early.
You will not be winning a lot early, but it will help you learn from your mistakes. Imperial Guard is an army where they seem simple on the surface, but there's a lot of stuff you need to keep track of when you're playing Imperial Guard. It comes to orders, like their main ability is orders. So their whole gimmick is that you have officers. Those officers give orders. Those orders make your units better. The less orders that you have, the worse your army is going to perform in the field. Your army sucks at shooting and at melee. You are regular-ass humans against monsters and beings beyond your comprehension. Your tanks are some of the best in the game, but their accuracy is shit. You are trying to drown people in guns. And if you're playing a melee guard, if you're playing a melee guard army, I'm going to look at you and I'm going to say, there are better ways to do BDSM than what you're doing right now.
I mean, that's the funnier way to put it, yeah.
At the end of the day, Guard is going to be a much more advanced army to learn than Necrons are. But the thing that I'm going to tell you to your face every time I'm asked this question, play what you want to play. At the end of the day, it's your army. At the end of the day, it's what you want to do. It's how you want to play. If you want to take the time to learn how to play a guard, do it. If you like that advanced stuff, do it. Who the fuck am I to tell you what you can and cannot play? I'm going to recommend that Necrons are easier to start with, especially when it comes to painting. because it's literally a metallic and an energy color, and that's it. But there is... The Imperial Guard is very fun, as someone who played them. It's just, you got to get used to the idea that your units are going to die, and that unless you're drowning something in pure weight of shots, you're not killing it. If it's infantry. Tanks are a different story altogether.
Bring tank, only tank.
You have not... If you haven't been on the receiving end of an Imperial Guard tank regiment, oh, it is not fun. It is shooting squigs in a barrel for those fucking guardsmen. But the
How many tanks do they bring? Yes.
Like, Imperial Guard can bring 9 Leman Russes onto the field because they have tank squadrons. And that's just regular Leman Russes. We're not even talking about, like, Rogel Dorns. We're not talking about tank commanders, so on and so forth. If you're worried about cost, Guard will cost most. Yeah, Guard will cost you a pretty penny.
You are paying for a lot of individual and unique models.
Yeah.
Or paying for a horde of infantry.
The new Armageddon box was a great steal. Because essentially you're getting a Cadian Guardsman squad and one of the tanks for free, while paying the price for 3 tanks. Orgrins. You're taking Orgrins to be a frontline unit, and even then, that's 3 units in your army, not your whole army. Most Guardsmen are going to suffer in melee.
And the rare ones that don't.
I want to say I've been loving your content since I found you on YouTube. Hope you're looking forward to the new class on Darktide. Skatari, have a great stream, dude. Thank you. And I don't really have a group to play Darktide with, so, like, I haven't really played it all that much, and Darktide continues to frustrate me.
Time.
I was gonna say, find some time. I haven't played Darktide in a hot minute.
Darktide frustrates me, though.
Parva and I played recently.
I'm glad you guys played recently, but I haven't had the fucking time.
Yes, we know you've been preparing for many events.
And
many things, many eventualities.
Getting many videos done. Like, chat, I haven't had a lot of free time to myself. Because right now, actually, I'll give you all a sneak peek. I'll give you all a sneak peek right now. If my thing will load. Come on. Finally, they are adding Skatari. Yeah, I don't know why they're adding Skatari. It makes no sense. But hey, cool.
I mean, there are Mechanicus members on that Inquisitorial ship.
Yeah, but why would a Skatari be a reject? All right, but
I mean, the Armageddon isn't a reject either. They're just tasked.
Yeah,
with joining...
and you think my criticism doesn't stop there?
Oh no, it's definitely. They don't have to be rejects at that point. That was kind of the setup for the early ones.
So here you go, chat.
Can't the Inquisitors take anybody within reason?
The Skatari fly in on their own in the trailer. But yeah, this is the video I'm currently working on. This is Need to Know Return of Yarick. This is what I'm currently working on. And then after this, it's Need to Know Death Watch, and then a review on Chaos Rising, and then I'm going to a tournament, and then I'm crashing out for the rest of June, and then I'm getting back to work in July.
One debt to society later.
Good morning, Krusty.
And what happens with my situation? Might have free time after June.
Doesn't the smart Skitarii get awarded with faulty weapons that slowly kill them? No? How many Legends units you got? Stares at my Horus Heresy? How much time you got? Dude, I got like 2 Leviathan Dreadnoughts, a Sakaran tank,
Nice.
multiple Deimos Predators. I have Tiberos the Redwake. I have Chaplain Cassius. I have the Cassius Kill Team. I have the Contemptor Dreadnoughts.
The Dreadnought be Dreadnoughtin'.
I got several Venerable Dreadnoughts. And a regular Dreadnought, which is no longer exists, just under the Dreadnought tag now. What else do I got? Orc Warboss on bike. Not War Trike, bike. Sorry, I'm sitting here trying to remember everything I got. Multiple captains in Cataphracti armor. I would love Tiberos getting a new, larger Primaris Mini. You and every other Space Shark fan. But yeah, I've been stupid fucking busy. And it's why, like, I haven't had, like, a lot of time to myself. And it's been utterly fucking depressing. Luckily, though, when the Warhammer opens over, I'll have more time. I know you're joking, but the fact that people believe that Tiberos is that big is really frustrating. For you, what chapter has your favorite Dreadnought? It's not a chapter, I just like the Leviathan.
I wish we had them again. Great as our sweet dreams.
Leviathan Dreadnought is best Dreadnought.
Was it just not selling, or do they just want to do...
No, they want a clear distinction. Back when they made the decision, they just wanted a clear separation for Horus Heresy and 40k. It's why
Yes.
it's why in like modern games you can't run. It's why like in competitive games you can't run Legends units, but neither here nor there. If Mini Wargaming wanted me to play a game with them, I would be honored. But I did hear that the Warhammer 40k app is getting a Legends tab. Yes, it is. It should have been there from the start, but better late than never. I need 40k playable Saturnine Dreadnoughts for my Salamanders. I can proxy, but it ain't the same. Yeah, but... Not that hard to make stats of them in modern 40k. Hi. Thank you for the scratches. I love you. All right, let's go right into Mitsuki Wizard. Because I'm tired and I want to go make chicken wraps for my wife. All right, we're going to go right into Mitsuki Wizard YouTube. So if you can, it is capital M, lowercase I, T, S, U, K, I, dash, W-I-Z-A-R-D. They are not a witch. They are a wizard. Get it right. Or else they will punish you in horrific and disturbing ways.
Turn you into a frog.
And turn you into a frog. Or worse.
Make you a minion.
Yeah. They're currently playing Subnautica 2, so go send them some love. And I will see you
the
all.
water is full of many things.
Yes, the water is full of many things. I'll see you all tomorrow, and we'll be continuing Paint Night. But until then, chat, you all have a fantastic night, and take care. Oh. Did she just fucking end? Did I just send my chat into a fucking dead stream?
I think she just ended.
Fuck!
Well.
That's
Man,
beautiful.
and now